there.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello there.
Hello there. Hello there. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. Hi, Bungus. Hello, fellow degenerates and kink enthusiasts or something. I don't know. There's plenty who aren't. That's fine. It's okay. How's everybody doing? How are you today? It's Tuesday, isn't it? And I'm only saying that because my friend Cumber is trying to go to sleep. So she's not going to be here to hear that and be like, what are you doing? Which is fair, actually. So quiet. Not for long. Not for long. Quiet Cat, welcome in. Hi, Matt, welcome in. Hi, Cass. Hi, Rosa. I love you, sweetheart. How are you guys doing? You having a good day? Hi, Phoenix King. Hi, Miss Badfoot. Hi, Cass. Sabin, thank you so much for the 30 stream streak. Where are you at in Lucifer? Just season 1. We're starting episode 5. Have you seen the map yet, Sabina? Not exactly. I haven't seen it personally, and I've been avoiding looking at what people are showing on their streams, even when I'm saying hi to them. So, you know, I was lurking on Cooper yesterday, obviously. I was lurking on JoJo. I was lurking on, you know, just the people that I love watching. And, you know, I was lurking today to get the badges. But I haven't, like, really done the things. So yeah, Cass, I'm literally just starting the season because I have never watched it before. So, we're just kind of vibing. I mean, I wouldn't call it like an official community night because that's tomorrow when we watch The Dark Crystal. But I just decided, like, if people want to watch it, because I've heard a lot of friends say that they really liked it. So I'm like, well, you know, I'll just play it in Discord. If people want to join in, then they're welcome to. If they like the good background noise and stuff like that, I'm like, go for it. Let's do this. But I had to blow dry my hair. And I'm realizing just how long it's getting. It's getting really long. I love the Dark Crystal. Yeah, I haven't seen it since I was 11, but there are still spots where I quote it because I'm like, I know that one. I know that one. So I still have vocal stems from 35 years ago. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, the redo there. I was trying to like post a socially thingies and then I got distracted because then I didn't save the picture that I posted that I got. I had to cancel practice because of the hives. It's flooding there. They do evacuate places in town and a pueblo. Oh no, that's rough. That's very rough. Are you in a safe spot? You're not in danger of being flooded or anything? Are you doing okay? I just throw in the things and yeah, after this Wednesday, we're going to have to take a look and see which movies we're going to be progressing along with, because not only am I remembering movies that I was like, oh my gosh, that was a really funny one and that was a really cool one, but other people are adding in, and there seem to be a lot of folks who really, I'm sorry, my hair is shedding because I just washed it, so I'm just like, who have got like really, they're like, all these 80s classics and 90s classics are amazing, we need to watch them. And I'm also like, yeah, that's true, because they're great movies. I'm on a hill, very hard to flood, but there are places in town that are impassable. Oh, geez. Do you have food at home? Like, so you're not going to be like, I'm hungry and I wish I could do the thing, but I can't get to the grocery store. Because that would really suck. That would, like, genuinely suck ass. Because, not every forecast is going to be accurate about that shit. White Chicks is still one of my fave movies. I've never seen White Chicks. Still have never seen it. Still have never seen it. I heard a rumor that they were coming out with a White Chicks 2, and people were like, how's that gonna work? Because that sort of humor doesn't typically fly in movies anymore. Plus there's the whole, you know, whiteface, blackface thing where it's like, I don't know how I feel about any of it. You won't catch me dead in, you won't even catch, I won't even be dead.
Yo, hold my poodle. Hold my poodle.
What am I doing with the poodle? I don't think people like it these days, but it's so funny back then. It still makes me guilty. Yeah, see, like those kind of guilty pleasures, I feel like it'd probably be okay as long as you're like, please don't actually act like this in real life. Are those blurps from the movie? Because like I was just saying, Blitz, I've never seen it. We are okay. Lots of food in the freezer. Good. There's another cell headed towards us. Jesus Christ. Look at this. Another cast stream keeping me. I'm not trying to. Do you need to sleep, Matt? Have you napped? How was your work day? You said you had another 10-hour shift. White Chicks is goated. Scary Movie is doing well. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Okay, something did not go wrong with that upload. It's literally right there. It's right there. Nothing went wrong with it. Shut the fuck up. Liars. I don't even know. After a while, live on. So, 12 hours because I stayed late. Bitch! Are you on the East Coast? Are you in another country? I mean, those aren't necessarily two different questions, but are you in a wildly different time zone because you're on another continent? East Coast. Okay, just checking. The purple app. And I have a friend who's like, how do I keep finding long hairs on my body that I've clearly missed shaving for like 2 years? That's hilarious. Why, Matt? I'm going to say this with all the love in my heart, but why the fuck would you stay late if you're already working a 10-hour shift? Why? ¿Por qué? Like, why? What was the whole idea of those kinds of movies that piss people off? It was to pry the stick out of people's asses by desensitizing. If that's first by East Coast, they mean New Jersey, then yes, effectively a different country. It's 6 for me now. Capitalism. Mom needs to help me put Yes, please don't itch. Oatmeal baths are also a really good one. I need money to live, which is fair, but 10 hours is a long time to be doing anything. Be cool. Be cool. We all need money to live. That's pretty fair. That's pretty fair, I guess. We're going to have to be all like technical and shit. You have tomorrow off? Okay, then you can stay up a little bit. It'll be fine. Just, you know, get a little extra sleep. We'll ignore the fact that you probably have tomorrow off and you will probably need to do things around your house or run errands like a responsible adult, especially if you're planning to move soon, which, yes, I remember. I was not gardening hard enough to forget that. But my voice is all scratchy and squeaky right now, too, just because of all the loud noises yesterday. And I am still hydrating and rehydrating. It's fine. But I wanted to wear overalls today, and they're soft and comfy. It takes 40 hours a week to make an honest living, but only 30 minutes to do it dishonestly. Think different. Listen, it takes a minute to get that sort of monetization, Blitz. I'm just saying. No, wait, let them cook. I'm not halting or even arguing with that assessment. Honestly, I'm not. I'm just also saying that the road to monetization, so 30 minutes is okay. Just like it gets a little bit but also, you know, the whole, if you get caught, what's the punishment? Free room and board for years, 3 hots and a cot. Trust me when I tell you it's not that good. Okay? I've worked in a prison. It's not, it's really not that great. It's, I swear to God, I promise. Like, if you want to be used for slave labor, sure, go ahead. The max they will pay anybody that actually has a trade skill certification is 30 cents an hour. So you'll be lucky if you end your term with maybe $300. I swear to God, they take, it's not. My undergrad was a guard in McAllister prison, so I've had tours, and I think I'd excel just fine. That excel means speed. Did you mean that one? Did you mean that one? I'm unstable, so I can probably get put into a psych ward instead of prison. Again, not. It's significantly more difficult to get into administrative segregation. Excel, incel, whatever. You're not in incel. Please, Blitz, please, Blitz, please. If you're celibate, it's not that type of involuntary. I'm just saying. I think we all know that. I'm just waking up. Yeah, I sound like I just woke up. Like I have sleep voice. I've been up for hours. It's fine. It's fine. But I am still a little bit dehydrated, so I am drinking. And yes, see, more electrolytes. I'll seduce a nurse. It's fine. Yes, so she can get, so that he can go into prison in a place far away from you as well. Depends. If I was minimum security, then I would be you know, Blitz, I think you're a great human being, but there are some times just you need to go sit in the corner. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God. And then I get another. No, you get moved. What's going on? That Cass has her face in her hands. Blitz is pulling like the dumbest fucking dad jokes. And I don't know what to do with it, Nebby. Also, hi, Nebby. I love you. Hi, Jojo. Okay, so I have a snack. I love you, Mama. I love you too. I have a snack, and I have. Thank you for the Numa that unintentionally and ridiculously scared the crap out of me and made me jump. So it's a good thing that I just went to the bathroom before I started stream, because I was gonna make sure that I need a snack too. Where Rose is at? Judging by the time she may be napping, go pester her. Go sit in the corner. So, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you're having a good day, a good time zone. If you have insomnia, I'm so very sorry, because I do like sleep, and I wish everybody had a reasonable and rational relationship with them. But if you do not, I don't know that my dulcet tones are actually going to help that, but you can at least hang out and get a few giggles. So, I have not been playing Faz in a while. Like that co-stream where I was playing with my friends, Duff and Rick and Cumber Queen, the other weekend. That was the first time I had played in probably over a month. I know people who haven't played since last year and are starting to like sound, they're hearing about the things. But what I've noticed between yesterday and today, people are appreciating the aesthetics of the new Willow map in a positive way. They're like, and they've done a lot of really good updates with sounds. so things sound a little bit more realistic with your character movement. And then today, because I kind of waited to ask people's opinions about the update today, because we know all the Kinetic Games partners had early access to them yesterday. Like, do we trust these random people on the internet? Well, I mean, I'm considered a random person on the internet as far as you're concerned, Matt. But, I mean, these are all people that I do actually know. I mean, I've met them on Twitch, but they've become my friends.
Cass justifying why she hasn't played Faz in a while.
That's... What? Thanks, Blitz. Hi. Hi, Faust. Hi, Cumber. You know everything about me? Are you sure? I really like new map. We didn't have any issues when we played earlier. See, and that's the thing. I do a lurk while I play 7 days. Please enjoy, Cumber, and I love you. Thank you for lurk me. How you doing today, Faust? So see, yes, people that I trust, the people that have the same reservations about the way Faz is road mapping to their goals because of like how they've laid out their plan and how it keeps adjusting. Now, granted, I understand adjustments because of detours or road closures and stuff like that, but also like we're not sure they got enough gas to get to these, and they're not making enough stops to make sure it's okay, is kind of my attitude. So, and a lot of other people have had this similar attitude. I've mentioned it probably ad nauseum on stream. How's everyone? Doing okay, doing okay. I'm wearing overalls because I was feeling froggy. And then I probably am realizing now, as I'm looking at the video camera, that I probably should have worn a tank top under this shirt, because the girls be girling. And I wasn't necessarily intending that today. But I'm also not mad because, you know, I got good boobs. So I own 0 overalls. These are like casual, squishy, almost onesie-like, because they're not made of denim. And they do have pockets, just kicking and screaming in the back of the car saying, I'm hungry, I want McDonald's, I'm hot, the AC doesn't reach back here, I have to pee. That was my brother on road trips, yeah. Same, bestie. What are we talking about? Overalls? A little bit. Just talking about discussing with friends who have had similar viewpoints about where Faz was before this update and what they think of how things have been fixed in the update to kind of gauge whether or not I was going to play it today. Thanks, Blitz. Like, I don't even know what that was. I don't think I've ever owned a pair of overalls now that I think about it. Yeah, I did back in the day where you only strapped one. Suffer Binary's dad jokes.
Suffer Binary's dad jokes. Contemplate flashing stream
No!
phasmophobia.
The second one is a no. I don't, over almost all. Shanna! Shanna, hi!
Surprise.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the raid! Wait a minute. Ooh, how was Super Mario Galaxy? How was your stream? You guys, this lovely human being, if you like retro gaming, absolutely need to give them a follow. Shanna is actually the daughter of one of my longest term close friends, and is a full adult. Okay, it's like me with Aquo. They're about the same age. I have to be an adult, so you are their mom now. Oh shit, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. I loved it. That's so great to hear. Shanna, welcome in. Welcome in, raiders who came in with Shanna. If you don't know me, you probably don't. I'm Cass. I'm a horror variety streamer. I'm checking out the new Phasmophobia update, but I do play a lot of spooky games, which is funny because I don't handle horror well. So I scream a lot, and my soul leaves my body a little bit every time I do. And my community takes all the sus shit I say and turns it into blurps. Like that. And that's relatively tame. So I will tell you, if sex positive degenerate humor is not something that makes you feel comfortable, That is absolutely fine. No harm, no foul. There are plenty of corners of Twitch that have a spot that you can vibe. I'm making sure that you have full disclosure that it can get a little bit unhinged and degenerate. It's all in good fun. Nobody gets fully explicit. There's a lot of innuendo and some more direct without actually saying the things, but it's not like we're reading active pornography. So but yes, Shanna, please get your adult on. I love you. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Okay. I'm just checking. I want to say in my innuendo, in the endo as Nintendo. Okay. Like that's
She
a
wants
song.
the dick.
Not on stream. I'm sorry. Matter of fact, you had me doing, you had me the Bloodhound Gang song, but everybody else who came in with Shanna, if you need to read and run and get your post-stream care on, even as a viewer, please do make sure that you're getting yourself taken care of. You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. And thank you also for the follow. We keep them anonymous around here so that you're not called out if you don't want to be. So you can chat, you can lurk, whatever makes you feel most comfortable.
Asked me,
Uh-oh.
Sam, is Cass a hot-ass mommy? Hint, yes, she is. Also, why does she say she is bad when she looks that good? Listen here, I don't know what kind of game you're playing, but I ain't touching that topic with a 10-foot pole. As for why they call themselves bad, that's their business. Maybe they're just modest, or maybe they just like keeping people guessing. Either way, stop asking me about their looks and focus on the task at hand before I lose my patience. Now back to work.
So there's Claw. It's killing me. Maybe I need to embrace my inner DJ and let my mother might cringe. I mean, that's possibly true, but that's another reason why Aquo does not come by the stream very often, because it's like, listen, I know my mom's the way she says it. I'm not saying that I think this way, but she says, I know my mom's hot and gorgeous. I just don't need to see everybody thirsting over her. So she's just like, yeah, it's fine. So she supports me from the shadows and is like, yay, it's going well. But she won't hop in anymore. And if she does, I'm like, everybody behave, because that is my child and it's fine. Answer like a good bot, totally deflected. Claw, please. But also, hi, Goji. No out of context. No, there wasn't any out of context. Freeze frame jumping high five. Yes. And Goji, because of that, you're the leader. You're on your tops on the leaderboard for most viewed clip at the moment. And it is almost the end of the month. High class jokes. Only the most tasteful of dick jokes. That's true. Well, it's not like anybody's telling me to actually sit on it. That's all, just what I'm saying. We are the opposite and the same. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Fit down the challenge wheel. But I haven't even gotten a chance to look at the map yet. But okay. But you guys don't let me forget. We do have to do a challenge wheel for Blitz. That was so loud. Okay, that was so loud, though. That was so loud, you guys. Hi, Baba. Why? I don't know. Baba, hi. How are you? Like, yes, I drink the water. It's corn. It's not loud. No, but that plus my drinking my water. That was like, at least I didn't break my earbuds, because I was ready to just be like, bleh. Only song that can never be loud enough is Custard. That's true. That's a good one. That's a good one. But is anybody else in here a fan of Motionless in White? And have you listened to the new Decades album? Because it's so good. I love it so much. Just thinking about it gives me goosebumps. Gasmon, perfect blur time. I'm a fan of Custard. True. Just not, you're so close, Baba. Legit, so true. See? It's been 10,000 years, I swear. Tegan, hey, how are you? It's so good to see you. How you doing? How you doing? It's good to see you. Hello. Wait, there's somebody. Wait, hold on. I lost track of something. Maybe? Did I? I don't know. No, it's fine. Yes, Baba. I'm doing well, Tegan. I'm doing really well. We're just vibing. We're just doing our chit chats. Hi, Huntress. How are you? It's good to see you. How are you doing? I got voiced. Oh, that's just great. Wonderful. I'm so happy about that. Did I actually get voiced? Because I don't see that I got voiced at all. Be safe, Claw. Can't hang out. Hope. Claw, if you're working, go do your job. Go do your job. If you're not working, but you have adult sponsibilities, go get those taken care of. I know you're going to sleep better at night. I'm not going to say that one out loud because somebody's going to blurp it. You're just kidding? Well, thanks, Baba. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thanks for that.
So we've heard overwhelmingly positive things about the results of this patch. I'm alive somehow. Things have been in the toilet so long. I say I live in a septic tank. But I mean, like, do you have somebody to drain it and make it better? It's so good to see you. So sweet, Tegan. I'm doing good, and you? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Just everybody, just if you don't know, chat here can get a little unhinged. And if you are at all sex repulsed, the humor might make you uncomfortable. And I do not wish to make you feel uncomfortable at all. So if that
style of humor is not something that tickles your funny bone, is totally okay. There's no pressure to stay. You're welcome to just ride off into the sunset or just find a corner of Twitch that makes you feel more comfortable. We really just act this way here. It was only halfway broken before they updated it. I mean, didn't they just roll the F-ups back? Well, they did some of that, but they also really did a lot of corrections, not only with sounds and ambient noise and ghosts, and they added a new ghost, and they redid the whole map because they're trying to make sure that they have their own... This is funny in the helium voice. Yeah, everybody, I have a panel down below where you can spend 50 biddies and change my voice for 45 seconds, but I don't hear it and I don't get a notification that it's happening unless somebody mentions something and I can look over and see who spent that amount, and then I can yell at them if they turn me into like a Minecraft villager or something. So I did see the banana voice. Thank you for turning me into a minion for a little bit, Baba. But yeah, they've done a few quality of life updates as well as some bug fixes while they're working on this, giving me some very good ideas for my own stuff. Absolutely happy to. Absolutely happy to. So I was going to kind of go through the things that they have written down in what has gone through today in the patch. And then we'll go in. I want to, at least on Friendly Ghost, like take a tour of the map and see you know, what the map looks like and what hiding can look like and hiding options are, and you know, see where the cursed objects go and things like that before I actually play and see how often I'll die for the new stuff, because I did hear there's some sort of audio Easter egg that has something to do with a map, which should be interesting. Listen, I love it. You left Phasma. They're just going to have to do a lot to win people back. Exactly. You are absolutely correct. If 2 days have passed and none of the older ghosts are broken, that will be a small start. Exactly. See, so I know that this was here, but I felt like the way they approached this update and how much they added right here, I felt that they took too big of a bite of the things that they needed to do. I feel up until today, I've been saying I feel like they should have added the bug fixes here, waited a week, see what else they need to adjust, and then drop the Willow update. Thank you for the follow. We do keep them anonymous around here, so you can say hi or lurk, whatever makes you feel most comfortable, but you won't get called out except for saying thanks. And then see how that goes, then introduce any bug fixes and the new ghost, and then do weekly patches for the rest of the year, simply because they're trying to put a whole lot into this game by the end of the year. There's a lot they have on their list, and I'm like, I don't think that one patch a month is going to be the right way to do this. So like I said, we're going to check it out and see what happens. and see how it looks, how it feels, to see if it's actually, if it's worth the time to continue to add it back into the rotation. It's not my main game. I don't think it's ever really been what I would consider my main game, because I have always called myself a horror variety streamer, and I do like to say do like to play all the other games too. I love the choose your own adventure types. I love survivals where you have to build stuff. I rolled out my new game without bugs today. I'm sure you did. I'm absolutely positive you did. Life's just hellacious, but I've come to terms with it, so I've adapted. Looking forward to seeing your first impressions of the batch, though. I'm sorry that life is hellacious. I'm sorry. That does suck. Everyone was saying goodbye to Willow, but I only said goodbye to Maple. Yeah, Maple got changed in such a drastic way that I really think was a good foreshadowing of exactly how much they were going to be changing once they stopped using borrowed assets in order to make the game entirely. So now everything's going to more their own unique thing on the new engine. So I know that everything's going to need to be changed. But that one had to get changed so drastically because they were trying to add console gaming to Faz. They wanted it to be available cross-platform. And I think I want to say it was Sony who said it was too laggy, the way it was set up, that they needed to adjust how laggy it was. So they were given parameters they had to meet in order to be considered approved for the console games, which is where we have the new Maple Lodge. It's a Firebot game, but it's still a game. You're going to have to show me. The Asylum had a major change too. Yes, now they take HSA and Medicare. Please. That's crazy. Hello there. Hi, Chrissy. Rosa, you're sexy sugar mama. What do you mean? How are you doing? Are you guys driving today? Are you doing okay? Is everybody safe? But yeah, the Tanglewood map, the look of the map turned out really good. I think that was a nice change. This one, I saw the little trailer that they did like as a real estate agent showing off a new, trying to get footage to list the house for sale, and that was sufficiently creepy without showing off too much. And so one of the things that they do is a concept that you see in literature called defamiliarization, where they take something that is still very familiar, but they introduce an aspect of it that fucks with what you know about it. So, which is great in this one, simply because the layout is still pretty much the same, but they've changed it just enough that it's like you didn't even know what it was like. Oh, yeah, you're fine. We're not napping. It's okay. Thank you for shouting out Baba Jojo. Thank you. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. And if I have a positive experience, I will play it more than just today. Then, we'll add another day of it, and we'll add a day of it back into the rotation of games that we play. Because I also want to do the same thing for 7 Days to Die, so that you're actually seeing the variety that I enjoy playing. Right now, though, I'm not doing 7 days until I check out some of the other presets, because the chibi mode, where they're little tiny zombies with real big heads, and then they blow up into confetti when you headshot them, that's funny as shit, dude. It's funny as shit. But they disappeared my 4x4 that had a bunch of stuff in it. So I'm a little upset with it right now. So I'm going to wait a little bit before I get back into it. Hi, Tug. How are you? I hope you're doing okay. I send you hugs. So there's that. So I was kind of reading through these things, and so I just was going to say a few things that were in the patch notes as far as fixes and changes. So some of the things that they did with the additions, the new stuff, 13 Willow Street did a rework. It's had a full visual overhaul with new assets, props, and more available to discover during your contracts. There's something to do with a map that's some kind of Easter eggy thing. Do I think I'm going to get it today? Probably not. It's fine. We can at least look around on it a bit. The original layout remains, however, some rooms have been repurposed, and the flow of several rooms has been edited to improve gameplay. So doors in different sections, and some of the things that we saw in Tanglewood that was like, it's the same, but it's not kind of thing. But the release trailer was pretty good, I think. And they've added keybinds on PC only for equipment slots. So you can do 1, 2, 3, 4 to quick change. You can rebind them. Or, you know, I don't know if that's the only way to switch them or if you can just rotate your mouse. You can still use your mouse scroll button. They're adding a keybind to be able to inspect the watch at any time, because typically you could only do it if you weren't carrying anything. And they still have the weird, like, D-cord claw thingy that your hand does in order to look at the time, but it's fine. This will be defaulted to left D-pad on a controller and H on a keyboard. But those are the defaults for checking your watch at any time. But you can change it to whatever makes you feel most comfortable with your hand on the keyboard, or however you like to use the controller. Photo cameras they've added the little highlight that video cameras have, like when you see orbs and it's like, oh, this is what you're recording. They do that for the camera now too, which is an interesting addition. Was it needed? I think that given some of the times that people have tried to take a picture and multiple things had happened, or there was something you'd already taken a picture of and it would duplicate something instead of focusing on the thing that you hadn't done before, makes that a very interesting new feature. So we'll see how that goes. Tier 1 camera will have the light change color from red to green is the on-screen indicator. So I'm not entirely sure what that is, but I also don't have Tier 1 equipment at the moment. So we'll check that out after I've done a prestige, because I'm close, but not there yet. When capturing media, if multiple are present, the evidence that provides the biggest reward or is unique will be prioritized, which is great, because how many times have we tried to take a picture of a ghost photo and gotten disturbed salt? A duplicate of disturbed salt, you know, shit like that. So that's a good addition. That's a good change to the media system. There is a new ghost called the Dildigast. I don't know what it is. And it appears to have like no information on it yet. Nobody's data mined that information enough. The Kinetic Games partners have not been able to compile enough information to be like, oh, I can tell it's exactly that. But, you know, everybody's working on it. There are a couple of tells and a couple of indications that kind of give an idea that it's definitely a ghost that has speed differentials that are a little bit easier to determine, but it's still a little Fae-like, I think is probably the best way to describe what I've seen people discussing about it. The Dildigast, Deildegast, Dildigast. So we probably will call it the Dildo Ghost. The new ghost is silly as hell. I could just imagine. For now, players will have a higher chance of getting this ghost in their contracts for the first few weeks following release, which is great, because there were people that spent months. It took them months to get like a day in after the new ghosts arrived around Christmas. And then a Cormos and a Swang were like, you know, they were kind of okay. I had maybe 2 Aswangs and like 6 Cormos since they introduced those. So like the fact that they're giving everybody a chance to actually get more of this ghost as it's coming out, I think is a good choice. We had 3 or 4 today. Damn, that's a lot of them. Adding new walking animations and turning animations to fix several issues. Character legs will no longer use procedural IK and will instead use animations. I have no idea what that means. I think it just means that we're going to be moving around a little bit more carefully. There's improvements to the overall VR character, which is great. We had played 24 games. Holy shit. The overall VR character, which is great, because I know a lot of people who want more focus on the VR aspects of Phasmo because they think that it's so much better in VR. I met several streamers who only stream VR games that want to be able to add this in, but like making sure that they have things that make it easier for them to play and deal with all of these things is definitely better. Character will now turn instantly depending on where you're looking instead of at set angles, and there were improvements to the belt to improve usability. The only newer ghost I've hated was the Galu. Assets never worked properly for me until recently, and even then it's messed up. Jeez. I've struggled a little bit with the Galu, so we'll see how it goes. That's definitely one of the more challenging new ghosts for sure. Let's see. Changes. Character hand animations for grabbing, dropping, moving doors, and hovering over interactable or grabbable objects have been removed to speed up gameplay, which is great. Like, the idea of being able to see your hand try to go grab something is cool, but smitching this whole while you're trying to grab a thing and not die, it introduced a challenge to the game that was not an interesting challenge to make it more difficult. It just made it more frustrating. And I feel like there's a difference. So cosmetics that are no longer able to be earned will not be visible. The item drop animation will still, like if you're watching somebody drop or go through things, that animation will still be there, but the player character itself is not going to see them. So it is going to speed up the things that we wanted to keep from before. The camera zoom in the customization shop will now focus on the selected part of the character, so you can actually see things, which is nice. On Sunny Meadows, the ghost will now only lock the doors to a wing if both it and a player are inside that wing. I can't really say that I've had anything particularly with that one. That's kind of like meh to me. Eye adaptation. I started posting on YouTube because I couldn't send videos on Discord due to file size. My reaction to the Cormos was funny. I got up close and personal with one just watching it, and then I was like, what if I got up close and then tried to smudge and hide, and found out the hard way that don't work. It goes Dio-like in that case, and I was like, oh, okay, good to know. Which was funny the first time I figured that out. Eye adaptation will now adjust the light to the lighting quicker when opening and closing the journal. Thank fuck, because it was like dealing with the monkey paw on a daily basis. The Obake shapeshift will now count towards the ghost video objective. Ooh. Console players can now enable and disable eye adaptation too, so that's good. You can now capture any media for the Apocalypse Challenge instead of only a photo. That's interesting. Because I don't have my APOC challenges still. I might actually try them. It's fine. Recording ghost orbs in the tutorial is now required, instead of only getting it inside the video camera screen. Okay. Improve the lighting around the player, allowing for better visibility in darker areas. Add an icon to the player ID card to show if that player is speaking. That's kind of meh, I think. Adjusted the visuals on the PSVR2 player list pop-up. The event board map leaflets are now spread over multiple pages. Great, because it was getting really... I think it was getting really cluttered. I think as long as you move during the blinding time, you're in the clear. That hasn't happened for me, but like in and out of the journal has made everything so dark, and it takes a minute to figure out where I am again. It was like a slow transition. Like, arguably, yes, your eyes need a little bit to adjust to lighting and stuff like that in real life, but it's a... Hello there. Hi, Desert. But it's a fucking ghost hunting game. What is realistic about this? Okay? Like, the ghost will actually lift you up and snap your neck. That's not that realistic. So I appreciate a mix of realism and just let it be a video game. Like, that kind of... Ghosts aren't real? I mean, they could be. I don't know. But I don't think that they actually go up and try to snap my neck. I don't think they're corporeal enough. So, you know. But whatever. There's a fly on my windowsill. Then who keeps taking my pants? Oh, that was me. Sorry. Don't say that. I just accepted I never get APOC 3. I'm not repeating that part, Tegan. I am not repeating that part at all. I finally got it while not trying last week. I lost my mind. That's amazing. Because I have not. Let's see. Players can now cancel use animations by pressing the use button during the animation, allowing for equipment to be quickly toggled without waiting for the animation to finish. But you also said that you got rid of several animations to make it easier to go through. They finally made the journal bigger. Thank God, because when they shrunk it, I was like, come on, I'm blind. I don't want to read my reading glasses for this game. Journal animation is also now faster. Thank God, because like the sheer number of times I have hit the button twice only to discover that it was just being slow. So I opened and closed instead of like, oh, it didn't read it. So it didn't recognize my command. Character legs will now use animations instead of procedurally generated animations when movies. That just sounds so weird. Hey, Cass, I can only lurk. I'm cooking! Hi, Fry. I love you. I want to know what you're cooking when you're done with it, okay? And hi to everyone in chat that I know. I mean, I am a very limited range of motion of my fingers, so I can only push W and move with my mouse. Hey, you know what? That's fine. But the way you just say that is like, come on, dude. I'm not going to use that word. I'm not going to use that word unless I'm discussing like crippling anger where you just can't move like emotions. But even then, I don't think I've used it. Sorry, Desert. I'll mail them back to you. It's fine. Don't overthink it. Higher priority unique photos will always take priority, especially unique photos over duplicates, which is fantastic. In VR, the character will now rotate to match the head rotation when looking straight ahead. When looking down, character rotation will only turn when an angle threshold has been met to allow for easier use of the belt. And the journal will now be instantly opened on use for VR. So the VR changes, the VR new things, those sound like good quality of life stuff. So general fixes, fixed where players could be seen through the walls of the truck when viewing the CCTV. Fixed an issue that caused voice recognition to not work if switching from voice to system. Fixed an issue where the cursor would not appear after completing a contract when using a controller. Oh, that's helpful because that's a really frustrating bug. Improved network stability to reduce disconnects. Fixed an issue that would cause the cursor to disappear in the customization shop when clicking right and left mouse buttons simultaneously. Fixed an issue that caused a green tint to be visible on animated ID cards. I don't know that I necessarily call that a higher priority of fix, but okay. Fixed an issue that caused some Japanese text to appear too small, affecting readability. See, that's definitely something, because not only is that good for accessibility for people who struggle, like if they have visual impairments, but just in general. See, that's something that's good. Player character fixes where binding crouch to X prevented players from using the journal. So this is if you use a controller to play the game. Fixed an issue where binding crouch to X on the PlayStation controller or A on the Xbox controller prevented players from using the journal. I'm glad that they've paid more attention to some of the bugs that console players have been dealing with for so long. Fixed an issue that caused the ID card to be displayed in front of the character model in the customization shop. Yeah, that happens sometimes, but I wouldn't call it a quality of life need. Fixed players become stuck and unable to continue playing after being revived. Also a good one. I'm worried about the keybinds for toggling items, though. My little fingers can't move like that. Yeah, they moved it up to 1, 2, 3, 4, but I think you should still be able to just use your mouse scroll. We'll find out. We will find out. Let's see. Fixed an issue that caused cosmetic settings to reset if a player joins or leaves a lobby. I'd be annoyed if I spent all of my money on that stuff too. Nell's Diner that caused a player to become stuck in the corner of the freezer room. I never got stuck in the freezer. I don't know why I sound jealous with that. But okay. Fixed an issue that allowed infinite sprinting while closing the journal. Now I'm a little sad I didn't know about that bug. To be perfectly honest, I'm a little sad I didn't know about that bug because I never got it. I feel a little left out at this point. Caused issues with the character model's right arm when holding certain pieces of equipment. Good. Caused the cursor to become invisible in the customization shop. Okay, yeah, we did that one. Fixed various visual inconsistencies and errors with character models, cosmetics, equipment, and more. Does that mean we don't get to leave our hand on the wall when we put stuff down? I hope so, because that's the only way I can toggle. Yes, they did mention that the keybinds that they can be readjusted to something more comfortable. But I feel like we should be able to still scroll through with the mouse button. Because before it was hitting Q to switch through them. So I get the 1, 2, 3, 4, but I've never really used Q, and I've used the mouse scroll. So since they've had those double options, I feel like we'll still have the mouse scroll. Where am I? Oh, fixed an issue that caused the audio from the customization shop UI to be louder than intended. And an issue that caused a player's journal to visually jitter when they swap equipment. Yeah, that made my eyes go, ugh, and it was awful. Under equipment fixes, because there's a lot. Fixed an issue that caused the flashlight to turn invisible when picking up another item. Fixed an issue that caused the light from a flashlight to be visible after death.
I have absolutely no idea what we're doing here.
Octavius, what are you
what
doing?
I'm doing here, what this place is about, but I am determined to enjoy myself.
Oh my God, Oct! Thank you so much for 5 gifted subs. Do you know what that means? That means I have to add another shot to the list. Hi, Cassie, you cute. I'll be back later. Okay, bye. Hi, James. Okay, she's... Hi, Oct. It's so great to see you. It's been too long. It's been a whole 2 days, and you're right. You are right. Oh my God, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs, and thanks for adding another shot to the tally. I'm gonna be drinking for a month, you guys. Another shot. Yeah, it's at 21 right now. Oct. You know how I said it was like I owed 9 when we were hanging out on Sunday? Can we please get a shout out for Octavius, please? It's grown. I hope to fix the bug. I keep getting on Bleasdale. My swan kept getting stuck on the door of the Harry Potter closet and kept hunting. Oof. Okay, Chrissy, we don't need to hashtag that. Hi, Sadie. Yeah, he just gifted you a sub. It's so sweet. I don't know if I have a mod that can hear me. I don't know if I can have a mod that can hear me. There we go. We'll do that. My bad. You're fine. You guys, I get to hang out with Oct and a bunch of the friends that are part of his community hanging out on Sunday. He was part of the crew that we were just having fun with. We're literally just sitting there and just shooting the shit and talking about everything for hours and hours and hours. It was wonderful. Great dude. Very funny. Same degeneracy, but you get to have to be a little more creative in his chat because he doesn't have blurps. And he has a lot of words banned. So good luck with that. Great to see you, meet you. Ever at Black? You were so sweet. I had so much fun getting a chance to chat with Bentley and Roddy. And also, Oct, can you please tell Toasty that he's fired because he threatened to troll me and the bitch never showed up? Because I didn't grab his contact information in any way. So if you could tell him I said that, that would be great. Hi, Jen. How you doing? TLDR, thank you for reading the patch notes so I don't have to. Absolutely. Absolutely. You are very welcome. Wait, there's that. That's you're Maddie. You're James, also called Astro. Oh, we have ads in 3 minutes. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Hi, Sadie. How are you doing? So you guys, please give Oct a follow and check him out when he goes live. But it was a lot of fun. It was really nice to just sit and gab about literally everything. Talk jobs with Aubrey and talked books and podcasts. He's been fired before. I'm gonna invite him to the Discord so you can get the heck in there. Perfect. That sounds great. I'm a good kiddo. Made me a chicken salad. That's so cute. I love that. That's amazing. That makes me so happy. I love it when our kids can cook. Dude. So, yeah, he was like, I'm gonna troll you. He was like, when's your next stream? And I was like, it's tomorrow. The jerk hasn't even followed me to get a notification that I'm live. So how is he supposed to troll me? Plus, I told him to keep an eye out for the Great Claw, and he's AFK today because he can't be here on Tuesdays. So, like, he doesn't even have his training wheels. And just like, it's fine. That sounds like a really good lunch, Jen. My kiddo did the dishes and then went to the park. So we have the house to ourselves right now. Okay, so we'll pick up more on equipment fixes that cause the tier 1 and tier 3 fire lights to be placed unlit if placed during the lighting animation. Okay, that'll be helpful. She asked my sister and girlfriend for help. They, no joking, almost burned my kitchen. I'm sorry. What? What? That's wild. That's wild. How did they almost burn your kitchen? Making a chicken salad. I can talk, you guys. I swear to God. I swear I can talk. I know words. I know lots of words. Jesus, that was awful. Okay. Oct, I just want to let you know, Fridays are the days I'm drinking for all of these shots. I'm not going to be drinking every single day because that's a bad way. That's a good way to get a bad liver. They put a metal spoon in the micro. Shut up. Oh no. Okay, we got ads in like right now. So let me pull up words on stream just so that we've got something to do while we get ads, because I'm not going to read through the patch notes while not everybody can hear. I'm pacing myself. It's Fridays only, Oct. It's Fridays only. We'll catch up each Friday, but you know, the ability to add to the tally ends this Friday because I can't like have that much. I can't drink that much. That's just way too much. Truce. It's a good one. Why I wanted to say rectal, and that's just awful. My kid asked why the spoon was in the microwave. They quickly opened it and took it out. Jesus. I'm so glad your kid caught that. I'm so glad your kid caught that, Jen. Yikes. Oh, you got cruel just before I did, Cat. Oh, not enough E's for lecture. That stinks, because that would have been a really good one. That would have been a really good one. Luker's a good one. I don't remember. I don't use that one very often. My kid who's in 5th grade has more spatial awareness than 2 humans aged 22 and 34. Oh my God. Put a sign up on the microwave that says no metal. That's so bad. There's so many missing words, but we still got such a high score that I can't even be upset about that. But I am like, well, what the fuck were the rest of the words? That's what I want to know. Hi, Ben. Welcome in. I hope you're doing okay. I wish the game would tell us. Me too. Example? My kid remembered that I always say if it shines, it doesn't microwave. Bless your child at this point, honestly. Hi, Phoenix. I know I said hi to you earlier, but I feel like I just needed to say it again. No, somebody already did that one. There we go. Lamp. We love lamp. We love lamp. Ooh, pale's a good one. What is going on over here? I don't... Oh, like a lot of people are just going live. That's what it is. Okay, just checking. Okay, now all the notifications are gone on my phone, and that's so much better. I didn't expect to receive a sub in return. I shouldn't have, but it's lovely. Long live the generosity between us. That's so cute. You guys are adorable. Hi, and I'm not mad. Good, 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 good. Apex is an excellent word, and I don't think it's used enough. I put a banned poster on my kitchen wall with 2 ugly pictures I have of them. I banned them for 2 weeks of not touching my kitchen. Oh no, not the ugly pictures. Not the ugly pictures. That's terrible. Ooh, we just missed. There was just one word. There was just one of them on that one. Dang. And Cat kicking butt with 60 points on that one alone. Cheese and rice. Cheese and rice, man. That's a lot. Ample's a good word too. I feel like that one's not used enough outside of period Harlequin romance novels. Not too bad since I can't read. Yes, you can. You're just a little, it just takes you a little longer. Okay, so where were we? We were talking about, oh, the candles would be placed unlit if you didn't light them all fixed quickly enough. It would act as if it wasn't lit if you did it during the animation, but it'll do that now. Fixed an issue that caused equipment to toggle off if it dropped while holding the use button. Okay, well, I have the issue of it toggling on after I turn it off. Okay, there was an issue that caused equipment sounds to become muffled for players picking them up after another player dropped them. So that's probably a good one too, especially if it's like a paramic or something. Fixed an issue that caused the flashlight to be unstable if picked up during a placement animation. Oh, unusable. I can read. Outside of Harlequin romance novels, ample is used at least 1,000 times. I'm just saying, like, you don't hear that word used in typical conversation anymore. That's all I'm saying. That's all that is. Oh, an issue that prevented players from placing the flashlight back in a truck. Fixed an issue that caused the screen to become blurry after enabling night vision when using the CCTV unit in the truck. Oh, that'll be helpful because there are a lot of people, like, even if we do need Van Princess type stuff, that's going to be useful. I feel as if the word gets ample usage in my everyday vernacular. I feel like you had to think a little bit to how you were going to use that without describing tits, Max. That's what I think. But also, hi, I love you. It's not my sister ugly picture. It's not. My sister's ugly picture is one when she sneezed on my sister's wedding as the family photo is taken. She hates it because my sister sent that photo to everyone as our family picture. God damn. God damn. Nah, I'm just built different. Well, yeah, but like, still. Let's see. Fixed an issue that caused the tier 3 incense to not animate correctly when activated. So, like, the entire issue. I feel the word supple would be more appropriate than ample. I forget what supple means. Ample debt, ample stress, free samples, free samples, free samples, free stress pass example. Free tris pass? I don't know what that means. Supple usually is in response to a type of viscosity of solid objects. Oh, too many free samples got trespassed? Interesting. Some of the lesser needed fixes were fixed by fixing bigger bugs. Can I say fix more? Fix. Fix, 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 fix. Yeah, because like every single sentence starts fixed an issue that caused the. And I'm like, I don't want to have to read that every time. So like I'm saying you fixed a whole lot right now, and I'm just kind of like, eh. Okay. Okay, so tier 3 incense should animate correctly now. The sound recorder, visuals and audio to play when not in the player's hand. That's a little weird. Every time you say fix, a dog somewhere winces. Probably. My dog has already been so it's fine around here. Fix an issue that caused the flashlight to appear in hand when equipping two-handed cursed possessions, such as the haunted mirror. Oh, like if you were holding your flashlight and the mirror at the same time. That does feel very cumbersome. My fingers hurt just thinking about it. It's foul. Yeah. Fixed something that caused the spirit box to become unusable if the player switched to text recognition after picking the spirit box up. Okay. I prefer text recognition typically, but yeah, that's good. Fixed the tier 1 headgear to be tilted when in use. Fixed an issue that caused the flashlight to... Okay, I did that one. Fixed issue that could lock the player if they dropped the video camera during its placement animation. I found a silly bug while recording the other day and figured out how to fix it within a minute. I need to touch grass, for real. I mean, you can do both. Both is good, Tegan. Both is good. Cause certain equipment to be used after switching to a different piece of equipment. That'd be nice to not have to deal with that. Fixed an issue that caused text prompts for the Ouija board to not work if the player switched from voice recognition while using the board. Okay, so yeah, sometimes people do have that issue where it's not recognizing your voice for whatever reason. And I know there have been a lot of people who have had that issue for like the entire Ascension update, which is almost 3 years old at this point. So, almost exactly, actually. Wow. So, hopefully that is broader and not related only to the voice recognition options that have been happening over the last few months. Fixed issue that prevented a burning crucifix to not be recordable by the sound recorder. We can actually record the crucifix burning again. Thank fuck. Okay, fixed an issue that caused a second salt to be placed if the player opened the journal during the placement animation. That's also a good one because at least for the Galu, for testing Galu, you want salt to be separated a little bit. Said crucifix burning with your full chest. You're goddamn right I did. You want them separated from each other a little bit, but not so far away that you can't tell. So like a Galu is only going to step in one of the salts. If they step in both salts within a certain amount of time, if they're not too close together and they can still both be stepped in, then you can usually rule out a Galu because the Galu has got that serious hard-on for hating safety equipment. So if they have two salts nearby, they'll only step in one and then they'll be really pissed off and not step in the other salt. So that's good. That's a good one. You don't have to worry about wasting too much salt because that's one of the equipments that you have to maintain a payment out to make sure that you still have it every time. I was so excited when I heard the sound recorder fix was in place. Like for real. Because you can struggle a lot with the types of sound recordings that you're able to get. And that one is that's one of the simpler ones. Because if you're doing sounds, sometimes it sounds like a laugh, but it's a moan and then the actual moan. And then you have a duplicate instead of a whisper, a talking, a groaning, a laughing. sometimes they start out sounding so similarly that you end up inadvertently getting duplicates. So having things that are very obviously separate, so great. Hello, friend. Hi, Roses. Somebody's been asking about you. How you doing? How's your day been? Yes, you. Just look at the yellow name. You'll understand. I'm so popular. Wow. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. 'Cause hello. You're funny and you're smart and you're willing to fuck up your sleep schedule to hang out with us. And you're also pretty as hell. So, you know. Hi Kensington, how you doing? How are you? Okay, so we can record the crucifix burning again. Fix an issue that caused inconsistencies with incense used and unused visuals. That's great. Oh my God, stop. It's because I love you guys. I love you too. I'm only telling you true things, Roses. Kensington, thank you so much for the 3-stream streak. You're so sweet. We're just reading through the patch notes for Faz before I go in and wander around the new map on friendly ghost mode to kind of get a feel for the area. Busy getting ready for SDCC. Are you looking forward to it? Is it good? Is it good? Did you do the things? Oh, and fixed an issue that could cause cursed possessions to become invisible if dropped during a pickup animation. Okay, well, since they actually like reduced the time of those animations for picking up and dropping, I feel like that's kind of understood with that change. But it's fine that they're listing it specifically. Yeah, it's good. Just got a pack. Yay! I am an overpacker. Most of the time, I will have like 2 or 3 whole ass extra outfits or things that I didn't bother wearing. I'm the type of person that's like, oh, I'm leaving for 3 days. Better pack a week's worth of underwear just in case. And of course, I don't ever do it. And then if I don't unpack right away, I feel like I ran out of underwear too quick by the time it's time to do laundry later. I'm just like, where'd they all go? It's because they're all still hiding in my suitcase. It's fine. It's fine. What else do we have? Fixed an issue that caused the haunted mirror to be blocked by other objects when in use. Fuck sleep. Roses. Thank you so much for the 5-stream streak. I love you. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. That is me every time I travel. Yeah, like just in case. Or what if I spill something? Or what if I'm on a water ride if we're going to a theme park? Or, you know, what if somebody knocks me over and I fall into a puddle or mud or something and it soaks through? I'm like, or I'm a girl and I've had 3 kids. What if I accidentally leak when I sneeze? Like sometimes shit happens, you know? I mean, and then by the time I'm actually on vacation, it never happens, but I'm ready in case it does. I'd rather have extra and not need them than to need them and not have them. Yeah, see, Kat, exactly. But also, it gives me looks at like if I'm flying, because the airport's like, what the fuck do you have in your suitcase that is so goddamn heavy that I have to label it and make you pay extra? Like, it's fine. It's fine. Let's see. Haunted mirror to be blocked. Okay, fixed an issue that allowed players to light the summoning circle when it's 0 sanity. I'm both happy and sad about that, honestly. But I never actually tried to light it when I was insane, so. Fixed an issue that caused the player to be soft locked if using a crucie at the start of a hunt. I don't know what that means. But I also had to reread that word in my head to make sure it didn't say soft cocked. And that is how I know that you guys are terrible influences on me and we're all going to hell. Fixed an issue that allowed the player to cancel the Ouija board answer by either dropping or picking up the board if using text recognition. What the fuck? Oh my God, hell? Yeah, exactly. I got a space by the good Wi-Fi selection. It's fine. Cozy chair, little rug for my toesies and everything. It's gonna be great. Fixed an issue that caused video cameras to become unusable if picked up from another player's tripod. Be cool. You want to sit on Satan's lap? I'm sure Blitz will be right back in a Satan outfit. But of course I say that, and you know what I think of? Hocus Pocus. You know which scene I'm talking about. You know what scene I'm talking about. Fixed an issue where toggling on/off the headgear while using a cursed possession would interrupt the cursed possession's effect. I didn't even know that was a thing. What the hell are these people doing that they're discovering these types of bugs? I feel a little bit jealous. Not attractive, I fear. No. Now typing is hard. It's hard for all of us, Roses. It's okay. Why would they do that? Like, seriously, that's what I'm wondering. I'm like, what are these people doing in order to test this shit? It's just like to test this shit. Like, it would not, this is probably why I'm not a game tester, honestly, is because I would just be playing regularly. I wouldn't be trying to do things that I would never actually do to see if they work correctly. You know what I mean? My bra is like trying to switch off my shoulder and it's pissing me off. Okay. All right. I'm fine. Okay. So now we're on to ghost fixes. So those are the fixes of the equipment. Now we're getting ghosts fixed. Okay. And there's 4 different ones for Cormos, which is great because it has been so what the fuck since they came out with it, okay? So, fixed an issue that caused all ghost types to be able to mimic the Uray's durability. Thank God, because every ghost was a goddamn Uray. Fixed an issue that prevented the ghost from interacting with doors it had already interacted with during a ghost event. That's interesting.
Outside.
Me!
Drinking water?
I have!
No?
Yes?
Out of your mind?
I mean, that's irrelevant.
60% water and 40% human, so it's only logical to drink water. Drink my water. Just because you're not thirsty doesn't mean that you don't need it. Gotta drink water. Drink my water. If you sweat it out, you need more electrolytes. Drink water. Drink my water right now. You got this.
Thank you for the hydrate. I love your face. Mihi, it's like less than 3 months. It's like only 3 months. I get to see you in 3 months. I'm very excited about this. I hope you're excited because I can't wait to see you. Thank you. I'm very excited. I do actually need to officially rent my car though. I gotta do the boat. I gotta rent the boat so that we have a lot of people to join. Hi, Rising Celsius. How's it going? How are you guys doing today? Are you having a good day? Is everybody having a good Tuesday? We are going through the things that have been fixed in this patch, and then I'm going to go through. Also, why was he asking about me? He can't. Lytro message. I think that was going to say he can literally message. That's what I said. But he came in and he's like, oh, because we were talking about snacks. And he's like, speaking of snacks, where's Roses? And I was like, brother, I don't know. Looking at this time, she might be asleep. Why don't you message her? That's what happened with that. Doing good in the middle of a thunderstorm. So I'm making brownies before my power goes out again. That sounds great. I love that. She was playing Valorant. Nice. Brownies sound delicious. I did have some of that banana mango bread pudding that I was telling you guys about last night. I was able to actually eat a little bit more because I was high as fuck. But it was very tasty. The mango came from the sauce that you had to put on there. Just not right now. But there was banana. It was basically like it made bread pudding out of banana bread. So I thought it was delicious. Hi, Spanner. How you doing? Yes, it was also creamy. So go ahead and make of that what you will. It's fine. I found some Oreo brownie mix and I wanted to give it a shot. Ooh, oh, that does sound good. Let me know how that turns out. Creamy sauce. Spanner, how you doing, mate? It's good to see you. We're just going over the patch notes right now before I dive in on a friendly mode and just check out and fuck with everything on the new map in Faz tonight. How are you doing? How are you? How are you? Okay, so we have okay, not all the ghosts can close the door or open the door the same way the Ure can now. Thank God, because that was so frustrating. Fixed an issue that prevented the ghost from interacting with doors it had already interacted with during a ghost event, which is nice if you're in a room that has limited interactable items. So like if it has like, let's just say the master bathroom on Tanglewood is its own room now, right? It's not the same room as the master anymore, like it was before they redid Tanglewood. So in there's not a ton of things for the ghost to fuck with if it's in the bathroom. So if it touched a door during an event and suddenly you can't have it touch the door anymore, that's annoying as fuck. So that's a good one. My body is non-compliant and broken. I'm good and we fully move between places otherwise, though. I mean, is this non-compliant and broken? Is it reparable? Because that's important. How about you? I'm doing okay. Kiddo and I are going to be fucking with getting rid of a lot of stuff and cleaning and organizing and decorating stuff for the next 3 days. So we're looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be kind of nice. And then my son is visiting friends in Cali, and I requested proof of life today because I hadn't heard from him since Saturday when he landed. I was like, just making sure you're still alive, buddy. I love ya. He's like, no, I'm good. It's just overdone after moving on to our blue collar being asked if it's on top of our being blue collar. Okay. Okay. Are you going to have a chance to rest at least a little bit? But it is good to see you. I'm glad you are doing okay and you're like fully moved in. That does make me happy. Not too happy about like being physically broken because moving plus work that requires manual labor. But so that ghost event fixed, so it'll still mess with doors. That's good. That's good to know. Okay. Fixed an issue that caused the Cormos to be able to hear players during the grace period after a hunt. Ooh. Fixed an issue that allowed the Cormos to hear players during a hunt, despite the player having used incense. Oh, that's also a good one. Depends on what type of physically broken. Also true. But that I don't think that's what Spanner meant. Moved over, not unpacked. I mean, same. Hi, Kemi. Are you feeling any better? I love you. I hope you're doing well. I texted my manager to take the next 4 off. So 8 days to steadily find things, homes, and thank God. I'm so glad you were able to take some time off. That makes me very happy. That makes me very happy for you. Not the fun ways. Yes, poor Spanner. I'm so sorry. Okay, so that's good. Fixed an issue that caused the Cormos to go to the incorrect floor after detecting a player. That's always nice. I'm doing okay. My coworker said I sound like crap, but I feel better-ish. Still have the cough from Al. Oh, baby, I'm so sorry. Hi, Devins. How you doing? How are you? Did you play this? Did you play this with Cumber earlier? Did you play Faz with Cumber earlier? Because I know she was talking about her impression of the new stuff too. I'm just curious if you were part of that. Oh, she wanted to play 7 days. Well, that's true. She did say she was lurking while she was playing that, which is great. I love that for her. I don't know what that is, but I'm scared to look at it. Okay. It's fine. Why are all these things doing all these things? I have a friend who's got a gift sub goal that he has to eat an MRE, and I feel kind of bad for him, like just on a general sense, because I've eaten MREs unironically, and I wouldn't necessarily. They're not great. They're sustenance, and that's about all you can say about them. I haven't tried the new update yet. Okay. Damn, I was hoping the good kind. That kind of positivity helps the world. Hi, Lux. How are you doing? It's good to see you. How are you today? Okay, there says, okay, Cormos fixed an issue causing the Cormos to go to the incorrect floor after detecting a player. Because, yeah, that made them very yokai-ish. And I still feel like they're a little bit like yokai, where they, like, if you're still, you can look at them and they won't catch you. But then they turn into a Dio once you move away if they could have seen you. And yeah. Fixed an issue that allowed the Cormos to kill players through walls or from a greater distance than intended. Okay, sweeties, Cormos is not the only one who could do that. And I don't see anything about that other one. Okay. Fixed an issue that allowed the Phantom to perform its ability on dead players or players outside. Why am I not getting these kinds of bugs? I feel gypped. I feel like I've missed out on the features section of this game at this point, you guys. Wow. Sheesh. Okay. Fixed an issue that caused the Raiju heartbeat to be louder than intended during hunts and events. Okay, that's good, but at the same time, that also made things a little bit easier. If you just had a really loud heartbeat, but it was like across the house, you were like, oh, it's a Raiju, and you could leave. I only had that happen once, but still. That is something that people exploited a lot, and that was kind of poopy. So it's good that they do have a fix on that. I just did my first game of 0 sanity and 0 evidence on New Willow, and I got the new Ghost first game. 10 out of 10. Perfect. Devin, thank you so much for the 5-stream streak. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. My hair just doesn't feel like it's laying right. So I'm definitely just, I'm fine. It's not a sensory thing because I like the way my hair feels, except for this part because it feels like it's hitting the part of the top of my shirt that, like, it feels like there's something extra there and I need to, like, I'm fine. I'm not, but hopefully it's endearing enough. Fixed an issue that caused the ghost to become stuck when in Sunny Meadows' waiting room. Again, why have I never seen? Maybe it's just because I haven't been playing it, but that's fine. Fixed an issue that prevented ghost events from happening in several medium to large rooms, such as Point Hope's maintenance room. How is that even a medium room? It's one of the smallest floors. It's one of the smallest floors on the map. But although, if it wasn't doing anything there, that's pretty great. This is still not possible in certain large rooms, such as the Sunny Meadows hallways. Well, that's true. There's almost nothing for them to interact with. So why would they event in those areas? Plus, it's incredibly rare to actually have a ghost room be a hallway in Sunny Meadows. Scroll wheel does in fact still work. Okay, cool. I didn't think they were going to get rid of that and only put it to 1, 2, 3, 4, because that would cause a lot of deaths. And we don't want that. Doing okay, lurking in a lot of Phasmo streams today. I'm happy everyone seems to say it feels so much better. Yeah. Ayo, venting in what area? Is this Amogus? No, the maintenance room on Point Hope, also known as Point Nope. But like ghost events wouldn't happen in certain medium to large rooms is what they're saying. But they're naming one of the literal smallest floors and smallest rooms on Point Hope's map. So maybe they meant rooms on medium to large maps. So it's like the ghost still won't event in like a hallway in Sunny Meadows, but that also makes sense that it will not begin an event in that space because that's not considered a ghost room. Or it can't be considered a ghost room. Like it would be in a room off the hallway and it would start an event there and could walk out, but it won't start an event in the hallway. That's just weird. Maybe it's because ghosts can roam and they can event while they're roaming. But yeah, like I don't think I've ever seen an actual just chill out event in a hallway. I've seen it in other rooms it's roamed to, but hi, Nikki. Thanks for the Numa. How you doing today? Okay, so here are fixes on locations. So these are on different issues that we were just having in general on specific maps. Okay? Fixed an issue that caused the setup timer to not count down if playing on amateur or intermediate on the high school. Oh my God, that sounds phenomenal. That sounds great. I'm tired, my legs don't correctly. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I hope you're resting then. So amateur and intermediate have setup times. So on every map that you're doing on amateur or intermediate, if you are just starting and just getting used to the game, not everybody does this, and it's fine and it's fair, but there is a setup time of usually like 5 minutes. So the ghost won't do anything, but it gives you those 5 minutes to enter the map and like bring equipment in before the ghost starts doing something, causing, panic because it's like, wait, I wasn't ready for newer players, right? So if it never actually counted down to start the ghost actually doing shit, and on high school map too, oh my God, no wonder people hate high school. No wonder people hate high school. The same could be said about my typing. Listen, Nikki, it's just everybody is feeling that way. I've had at least 3 other people mention that they can't type today. So it's fine. We're all in the same boat and it's safe here. We're good. Okay. Devins, I'm only just now hovering over since I can actually see, and I'm sorry, what is that emote? The fuck? Cause what the fuck? If anybody's here and you haven't hovered over the emote that Devins just put in to Max, yes, I can see it is. What the fuck? That's so fucking hilarious. Also, I do like when eggs do that so I can dip my toast in them. Okay. Fixed an issue on Bleasdale Farmhouse where the door to the hiding spot in the foyer could be opened even if the hiding spot was blocked. Okay, I know another place where that can happen. I wonder if they fixed that one. Fixed an issue that caused the washing machines in Sunny Meadows to not be able to be turned on. Okay, that's good for ghost interactions in the laundry room. That's good for ghosts. That's good for that. Okay, that's good. So they have additional things to actually interact with. That's good. Fixed an issue that caused the player to be unable to open the gates on Camp Woodwind and Maple Lodge despite the cursor prompt being visible. Great, because I was running into that issue when we were on Maple Lodge with Cumber and Rick and Duff. And I was like, I had a bad experience with running eggs once. I got to do scrambled from now on. Oh, Muffin, I'm so sorry. Over easy, over medium, and poached eggs are some of my favorite eggs. And I'm very sorry that you had a I can imagine what the bad experience would be. So I sorry. But scrambled are also delicious, especially if you get them floofy enough. Washing machines, Camp Woodwind. Okay. Fix several issues in the tutorial, which nobody ever really does unless they're trying to get the achievement to say they finished it, that caused the player to be unable to exit the truck or interact with any items. That's a hell of a tutorial, so I'm glad they fixed that. Fixed an issue that caused doors to become broken if the player ran into them while holding a sound sensor. I'm sorry. Just imagining holding the sound sensor and just like trying to see if it's coming into something and just smacking the door is what is in my head. And that sounds like something I would do in real life. And fixed several issues affecting the overall lighting in Camp Woodwind. That is the smaller one. Okay. So hiding spots. even if it's blocked, there is another one of those on another map. I'm not going to discuss it like specifically just because I don't want anybody to be like, well, you're fucking exploiting and we're going to ban you or da 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 da. But that exists elsewhere. So hopefully in the quality of life second update that they're going to be doing next month, maybe they'll catch that there too. But if not, then I'm calling it working as intended, and then I'll call it out. Okay, and there's also a lot of VR fixes, and I don't play in VR, but I know several people who do play in VR and have actually avoided playing Phasmophobia because it's been the negative type of janky, not the it's cute and quirky and we love it kind of janky. But I do know, but those people especially just do very strongly believe that Phasmo should only be played in VR. It's the best, most immersive way because they think that this game should be more immersive. And that means that I'm glad that they're actually doing some VR fixes for that group of people that prefer and feel like it is the best experience and the best way to play Phasmophobia. Fixed an issue that caused visual jitters for the video camera when attached to a tier 3 or tier 2 tripod. Well, that's not just VR. I have a couple of clips where we watch it dancing like a fucking Mexican jumping bean, and I don't play in VR because I don't want that much immersion. I'm headed home for the day and will likely return, but just in case, have a great stream and enjoy the update. Thanks, Phoenix. Please be safe on your way home, and Godspeed. Because home is great. It's where you can take your pants off and you've got snacks. Fixed an issue that caused stamina to not recover while crouched. Fixed an issue that caused equipment to disappear if the player walks into a waist-high object. The sheer amount of what the fuck that would cause for a VR player, I could only imagine. That would be wild. Fixed an issue that allowed players to grab headgear off of other players' heads. That's kind of mean. That's kind of mean. Although I can think of a couple people, if I was ghost hunting, that I would do that to if they were trying to fuck with me a little bit too much. I would do that. That's fair. Fixed an issue that caused player height inconsistencies in multiplayer. What kind of height inconsistencies would you have in multiplayer? Implemented a left-hand pose when holding the Ouija board. Fixed an issue that prevented the tier 3 igniter use animation from playing correctly. That's good. Fixed an issue that caused the character model's head to become detached from their body when walking sideways. Damn, look at the sort of stuff I'm missing out on for not playing with people who are playing in VR. What the fuck? Is that the part where someone would start screaming red rum? Or like a vomit track or something? Brother. Okay. Fixed an issue that caused the headgear to drop to the floor when placed back on the truck rack. But like really though, Devins? Like look at how much I'm missing out. That's actually sounds like it'd be kind of funny. Red rum, while their head gets left behind. Like that's like, it just sounds like it would be a lot of fun. We're missing the good shit. Like, come on. Jeez. Okay. Fixed an issue that allowed players to skip parts of the tutorial by using teleport movement. I've missed out on being able to teleport in. God damn it. This is making me a little bit bummed. Okay. Fixed an issue that prevented players from recording evidence whilst holding the journal. I love that they used the word whilst. Holding the journal. But you should be prevented from recording evidence while you're holding the journal because you're holding the journal. You're not holding the evidence that records. You're not holding the item that records evidence. You're not holding the photo camera. You're not holding the sound recorder. You're not holding the video camera if you're holding the journal. So that makes sense that it should prevent them from recording evidence while holding the journal. Hi, Mo. Thanks for the check-in. How you doing? That just feels weird. Fixed an issue that caused the VR UI ray to be affected by the hand animations. That's okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I know. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I saw that issue with Duty Beard sometimes. Fixed an issue that caused the interact animation to play when looking at another player's items. That's a bit of a bummer, but I mean, given the fact that they just took away that visual animation when, you know, hovering over something you could grab, it does make sense that it also would affect other players' items. But imagine if you guys haven't seen my friend Identify come into chat sometimes, he's lurking at the moment, but he used to play Faz a lot, and he was very big on challenging himself for looping things, right? He always played on no evidence. He was an absolute pro at determining what the ghost was by sound. Okay. So his games were full audio, but he really liked fucking with his friends in games. So if you joined in on the games, you had to prepare for him trying to kill you during a hunt. If you ever saw him going near a hiding place, it's because he had an electronic equipment on for the ghost to follow him, and then he would smudge and let somebody else die in said hiding spot. So he'd turn on like an EMF reader and throw it at your feet. And I could see him getting upset that he wouldn't be able to grab somebody else's smudge or burn it. That's what I think. That's what I think. It'd be like, oh, he wouldn't be able to fuck with you that bad there. But he also was the type of person who would grab the lighter and then burn all the smudges on his way out of the truck. It'd be like, brother, why? And he'd be like, come on, come loop with me. And it's like, no, you suck. Running a good old fashioned game of hide and seek. Hi, Crow. How are you? We might. It's entirely possible. Right now, we're just finishing up the last of the patch notes. We're finishing it. There's just a couple of things left on VR fixes that we haven't just said out loud before I go in on friendly ghost mode just to see where things are and just take a tour of the map. Hi, Griffin. Good evening. Hope you've had a good day. I have. I slept most of it because I did not get enough sleep yesterday. But I did have a really good conversation with a girlfriend who had had an incredibly eventful weekend that had a lot of really positive things going for her career, right? For the career that she wants. It was like several massive steps in a positive direction, not only because she was there learning a bunch of things, but she made some amazing networking connections. And I wanted to hear all about it. So she told me about it. So I was kicking my feet and just being real happy like one does for their friends. Because we don't tear down our friends around here. We get excited for them doing things and making positive changes. Okay. And pops out of the shadows after Griffin appears. Hi, Ren Fox. Hi. Yay for good sleeps and positive news. Yeah. So that was very nice to do. And, you know, and then I got clean and last night I found a centipede in my bathroom, so I had to double check everything before I got into the shower so that nothing would scare me. Blech. So other than that, yeah, we're just doing great. We're doing great. Been lurking since stream start screen. You're so sweet, Red. Okay, so fixed an issue where players using teleport movement couldn't enter lockers. Do you know what do you mean VR players could teleport? And why have I never seen this? This makes me feel like I'm missing out on so much potential gameplay because several of the things that they're talking about fixing in this whole thing, I'm like, I never would have even considered that was a thing. VR players always had a leg up on this game. Well, they also fell backwards like real fast. Like it became so buggy that a lot of people who prefer playing this game in VR just refused to because they couldn't switch. There's this one, what did it say? Their equipment would disappear if they walked into a waist-high object. Just disappear. So they could lose a smudge. They could lose the spirit box. They could lose their lighter, so they could lose the crucifix just by walking into a counter. Like, what the fuck? They also get another inventory slot. How many did they have before? So how many do they have now? Because right now with keyboard and mouse, technically we have 4 but the lighter is that 4th. That's a default thing. So we still can only hold 3, but the lighter is technically the 4th, but it's the only thing that can be in the 4th slot. Maybe next update VR players will get a 3rd hand to use, please. Let's see. But like, they could teleport? I don't, huh? Whatever default is +1, because you can dual wield items. Oh, okay. Yeah. Mechanic that allows players to navigate virtual worlds by instantly pointing a controller and jumping from one spot to another helps prevent motion sickness. Oh, okay. Well, still. I don't even know if I've ever seen anybody do that. But they said that you could skip parts of the tutorial by using it, and that's been fixed, so you can't do that, which is great because how are you going to actually get... You're not going to actually get credit for the tutorial if you're skipping shit. And then if you used it, you couldn't enter lockers. Okay. Brian uses a lot in VR because of the motion sickness. Got you. Okay. Fixed an issue where the lights within the truck would flicker when playing on Sunny Meadows and Sunny Meadows Restricted. So at least you know it's not hunting in there. And fixed an issue that allowed players to pull doors off of their hinges. I mean, they were fixing that for everybody, so I guess it makes sense. I guess it makes sense. The fact that it took us 2 hours to walk through that was a little diabolical. And now I need a snack. The door hinges was a game. It really was. Like, you could break doors everywhere. You could shut people in and out because they wouldn't be able to open the door if you were holding it shut. There's probably a limit on how far they can teleport. I certainly hope so. Especially if, you know, they adjusted it in the tutorial. You could use the hinges and fly up to the 2nd floor. Brother. I cannot express how much I've clearly been missing out on. Like, I remember being propped up on the hinges by opening a door and, like, looking down, like, in the OG Willow. In the original Willow, you could wedge yourself in the corner by the double doors, and they'd open the door and it would pop you up to the ceiling. And that was fun to determine if a ghost could actually get you up there. Yeah, Willow got updated today. Yes, it did. It is entirely new today. It is entirely new today. And I'm not going to do challenge mode on high school. Because that's just a no. Okay, so we're going to come in here. Look at how cute that looks. That's a nice new little living room. Edgefield is next. Edgefield I really want to see reworked because it needs it. It's just awful. It's just awful. I hate it. I hate everything. Oh, okay. So see, these are empty. We don't talk about that. No. Hey, get back. I was just... There we go. Artist's retreat? Oh, there's the Entangled Terror. Artists who once lived here have since retreated. Their canvases paint the scene of a house left haunted. Can you investigate deeper? Cass, want to hear the pickup line that my sister just got from a suitor? Yes. Yes. I love that you called him a suitor. Them. Because I don't know who's courting your sister. Requirements: correctly identify ghosts and survive, and you get a Sunseeker badge. So we do actually have a flamingo on this map. That'd be great. Suitor is a banging term. It really is. I mean, they're hoping to. But you see, you guys, I need my APOC trophy. See, we have flamingos. I am so ready. But the first thing we're going to do with this map, we'll take this one. We'll take this one. We'll do infinite sprint. We'll do friendly ghosts. I don't give a fuck about the ghost speed or anything. I have infinite sprint and 150% speed. There we go. We've got flashlights. We've got, I don't care about the setup time. Let's do sunrise. Let's do sunrise. We got, I would lick clean your feet every night if you agree to go out with me this Friday. No. I mean, okay, if your sister's into that, then play ball. But like,
Hey, I've been turned into a cow. Can I go home?
free dinner and clean feet. What the fuck? Hi, Jenny. How are you today? Good evening. How are you? Because that's wild. We're gonna do very high hiding places, okay? Because I want to see where all the options are. Jorka rated E. Rated E for everyone would be my answer. Do you like feet? We're gonna do all the cursed possessions available so that we can see where they are. Gotta love a book. She's not. She blocked his number. Thank fuck. We love a good block party. Yes, roses. Okay, seriously, I don't know if this strap is just like... I don't know if this strap is just like, if it's just, I don't know why it's randomly sliding off just this one shoulder. Okay, so we're on infinite sprint. We're fast. The ghost is friendly. The fuse box is visible. We have all the cursed possessions. We've got sunrise, so we've got good lighting so that we can just take a tour of the house to see what we're dealing with. Isn't that a Zeppelin burning down pickup line? It really is. Got the brownies in the oven. Let's go. I got no problem with feet, but randomly throwing a feet licking seems too much in a short period of time if they don't know the person. That's true. That's very true. Like, I dated somebody who wanted me to be turned on by my feet getting played with because he randomly did this with someone else, and it turned out that in that particular situation, she really liked it. So whenever they hooked up, she would make sure she'd get a pedicure beforehand. Okay, fair. I like getting pedicures just because I like making sure my feet don't look janky, right? I want them to look clean and well maintained. I'm not a foot person. They don't gross me out, but I don't find them a sexually attractive appendage. Now, if somebody else does and they like my feet, I'll let it go a little bit, but I will still have limits. And he would be like, but when I do this, do you like it? I'm like, it doesn't feel bad, but at least it's not ticklish to the point where I'm going to kick you in the face and break your nose. And he would be upset. What would be the limit? I won't give him a foot job. But if they want my foot on their neck or something while they're above, that's okay. If they want to play with my feet, that's okay. I mean, like, it's not, I mean, see, if it's fun, that's great. But I'm also like, that's not where I want my feet to meet. Okay? So, like, it's not, it doesn't do anything for me. Like, will I do some things because they like it? Yes. Will I continue to do it because they are anticipating? Because, I mean, if it becomes a thing that it's like they're mad that I don't like it, but I have to do it all the time. And they don't respect that I don't like it. So they are willing to switch it up to include things that I do like. Then it's just absolutely not fun for me anymore. And it's just counterintuitive to the process. The feat to meet and greet is indeed a niche. Yeah. And he would be like, what do you mean you don't like it? Didn't that turn you on? I was like, that you licked my instep? I mean, I'm glad my feet are clean and it tickled, but the other things you were doing during that were significantly more fun and requesting to be repeated. And he's like, you don't think it's hot? I'm like, no, I'm just not a foot person. He's like, because I think it's hot. I'm like, okay. I don't understand your insistence on I have to because you do. Or like all the things that he wanted to try to see if he liked it because he imagines that it would be hot with me. And then I was like, no. And then it became a fixation for him to try to change my mind. And I'm like, motherfucker, what part of no are you struggling with? Because you know what else is, I think, weird? Or at least it feels weird to me. And if it's your bag, you know, go crazy. I don't care. Just don't do it to me. Armpits. I do not find them at all sexual. In any way, shape, or form. Not even a little bit. And he was like, you won't even let me lick your armpit? And I'm like, no. Ugh. The only way I would just be like, even like, oh my God, that was funny and you're such a dork, is directly out of the shower. I'm not about to have you licking my deodorant off me. Cause that's what? He was like, come on. I'm like, no. Ew. Some people have that with belly buttons, which I don't understand, but I ain't judging. Right. Like, if they like it, that's cool. But if I don't like it and I tell you I do not like it, don't push it. Because the more you keep trying to get me to do it so you can convince me to like it, the less I'm going to like it. And the less I'm going to like you. We listen and Rose judges. Listen, okay, whenever we say we listen and we don't judge, that's bullshit. Because everybody judges. It's just whether or not you judge favorably or unfavorably. That's what that means. And we have ads. I judge, but I won't shame. Like, I find it unappealing. And hello there. Hi, Aladar. And if you know I find that shit unappealing, but you're still pushing me to do it anyway, I don't want to have to deal with anything to do with you. It's my favorite pastime. Oh, there's no N. Otherwise, that would have been perfect, Celsius. There's no letter N. I was looking at this going magazine, but there's no G. Ooh, maze. That's a good one. I love this game so much. It's a good one, but I also am like, okay, so where are all the other... So something else that starts with E or I? What's maxi? It's like a prefix. Maximize? To make bigger? Now I'm brain farting? Yeah, I don't know where I could be in these next ones. It's either, it starts with an E or an I or an M. There we go. That's not going to be a word. Of course not. Yeah, no, I wouldn't know what that last one would be. No idea what that last one would be. I think for the letters setup, we did pretty darn well with that one. I think we did pretty darn well with that one. Yeah, not even a little bit. Roses, exactly. That's not even a word. Indie is an abbreviation of a word. And see, and then we get shit like this. Oh, see, I only knows Maxi is short for Maximilian or Maxi Pad. Thank you for anybody. Oh! Thank God. I was like, I gotta do something. Hi, Aladar. How are you today? I love you. Claw's not here. He can't be here today. Oh, we don't have any more 5-letter words, even though that's a very good 5-letter word. Everything is 4-letter words from here on out. A mid, okay. Yep, nope, that's not gonna work either. Dang it! That was pretty good. Yep, nope. Wouldn't have figured that one out. Would not have figured that one out. Would not have figured that one out. It's fine. We're fine, though. We're fine. Here. This one, then this one, then this one, and then this one. Okay, so we're on friendly mode. Let's go hang out with Willow and see what it looks like. A newly built home, and I didn't get to read it because it loaded too fast, which is great, but fuck. Okay. Dynamic sound, you guys. It got louder as we got closer. And let me say, I'm so happy we have VHS recording. Hello? That's why these are so big. Giggity. I said what I said. So we have Stacy. I don't think that really matters too much right now. But, we don't even really need these things. It's fine. So let's just did you guys just hear a coyote? I had my headset on and went, holy crap, that's cool when I heard the dynamic sound. It is! Isn't it, Mo? It's so cool! It's so cool! Okay, I like this. Look at the keychain! They have a kitty cat on the keychain! Did you hear that? They have a kitty cat on the keychain. Okay. They really have changed the layout, even though they haven't changed the layout. You guys. I still wish I could jump. We're definitely out in Lancaster, Palmdale. So you guys, 2 a.m. I'm off. Love you loads. Roses, please get some good sleep. Please get some very good sleep. Thank you so much for hanging out as long as you did. I love you. Especially if you like cats. Oh my fucking God. Okay, so these are definitely Southern California mountains. Which means, depending on which way north is, where I used to live is probably behind that mountain. Like, not really, but also totally. It sounds different when you're walking on the dirt versus when you're walking on the pavement. Okay, but really, Cass, you monster, you woke up my cat. He was peacefully napping on my lap. It got scared and almost 16-clawed little Jin. I mean, I'm objectively sorry for your girlfriend and yourself, but that has nothing to do with me. That's none of my business. The AC works, you guys. I can open the grill. I can't open all the way though. That's a bit of a bummer. Cooked. Are we cooked, chat? Wait. Where's the mailbox? Where's the mailbox? Oh, here's the mailbox. Sanitation Solutions Incorporated. Is your water stained or odorous? We've noticed water contamination issues in your area. Low water quality severely harms your health. Contact Sanitation Solutions Incorporated for expert treatment. Digital detoxes. I need to try Faz. I have it installed, just haven't tried it. Oh, it flew through the door though, which is kind of funny. Hillstow Citizens Community. Our water supply has been polluted for decades with no improvement. The houses get makeovers, but the water stays dirty. It's created long-term health issues and could even be cause of some residents' deaths. We have a right to clean water. That's right. That should be a human right, honestly. Do you know which countries said that food and water are not a human right? That was cool. He got started when he heard kitty cat. He thought he was in trouble, was ready to run away and hide. Aww. Ooh, I like that. You guys, I'm not gonna lie. The shadows are a big improvement. What the fuck? I can't wait to see if these are implemented in every map, because what the fuck? What a very avant-garde door. I wanna play with the cat. Oh! We can grab the titties, you guys! We can grab the booba. We grabbed the booba. So let's see. We got cock, we got cream, and now we got titties. So is this like the trifecta? They have a salt lamp. Oh, I can turn on the salt lamp. That was probably way more excited than I should be over a fucking lamp. But come on! And they have an Xbox controller. Well, they have an controller. Is this closer to an Xbox controller or a PS or a PlayStation controller? Hi, Frost! PlayStation? Okay, so you got a PlayStation controller. That's nice. I couldn't wait to see your reaction to this map. Listen, we're saving the titties. We're saving the titties. That's PlayStation? Okay, thank you. Closer.
Hello there.
Hey, Purple. Hi, Frost. How's the stream so far? We spent way too long going over the patch notes, but I did want to actually read them out before we came in here. So we were talking about, you know, how we were feeling beforehand, what sort of things were the sheer number of bugs that I'd never even heard of and hadn't even been in the position to test or even wouldn't have considered testing. What was blowing my mind. And I'm like, I feel like I'm not living up to the full game's potential because I'm missing out on so many things, especially with the VR playings and stuff. That list was crazy, man. But look at all the books. I actually have some statue type stuff. Okay, good. It stays closed. Poor kitty cat. They have rattles. And they have rattles. Less jankiness, yes. But the shadows are like phenomenal. And this the kitty wants to play with me. Did it though? Oh, I was gonna be like, it was playing. The house is on a hill, apparently. Oh. That's not correct. Let's see if we can adjust that a little bit. I mean, it's not a level. It's not a level cushion, you guys. There we go. That's better. Oh, they do. Look at that. Fuck right off. You can even turn that shit on? Are you shitting me right now? I'm not crying. I'm not crying. I'm not gonna cry. I'm fine. I'm fine. But like, this bookshelf is like the best mix of store shit so nobody can see it because it's too small for the things, and the books and pretty things. And look, here's the music box. Ta-da! Okay, so we know the music box is in the front room. Playing Faz while playing Faz on Switch in the game. Dude! That's not happening until next year now, which is a little bit of a bummer. But they made such a big deal about the game event thingy last year. Oh, elephants. My mom would like these. So would we need to save the elephants? I can't put it back. I'm fine. Sorry. Oh, and here's where the summoning circle is. Okay. Okay, light switch. Just right here. Okay, got it. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Oh, it's a laser pointer for the kitty! I really hope you guys are clipping these things. Because I will literally post all of these things for like the rest of the week. I swear to fucking God. Oh my God, there's a laser pointer! Kitty, kitty. Psst, 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 psst. There's two of you. Come on. Are you serious right now? This would be like the best way to play with. Why can't there be a kitty ghost, you guys? You'd have a puppy ghost? Well, I mean, maybe not a pup. Cause Tanglewood. But like, you guys. Oh my God, look at the little mouse. Does it squeak? Oh, it doesn't squeak. But you hold it up by its butt. That's kind of funny. Oh my gosh. And listen, listen. Wait, did I throw that one? Look at the kitty door. It sounds different when you're on the hardwood versus when you're on the carpet. Oh my God, shut up. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. We're paying attention to things. We're paying attention to things. Oh, somebody was... Hello? Can I have this pantry? Look at that kitty! Toe being cat litter? Shut up! But also, why do you have cat litter up by the food? It needs to go down there. That's just gross. You guys! I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. Well, oh, there we go. What the hell are you putting in here without any shelves? Brother. Okay, so the ghost is in here, I'm pretty sure. I feel like the ghost is in here. There's a first aid kit. Someone was getting ready to go on a hike. Okay, listen. Okay. No, not just a hike, but a drive. I saw there was something about this map where you're starting down south. That's okay. I can't get close enough to the right angle, but like here is LA and here is San Diego. This is more like Needles. Wait, no. This is closer to Tehachapi, bro. You can walk around with a radio. I love that. Oh, I can't open up any little knifey things with the Swiss Army knife. That would be cool, though. So you're driving north through the valley and hitting one of the mountains, and then you're coming up. I want to say that looks a little bit like Sacramento. It has something to do with trains, you guys. It has something to do with trains. Okay, here's cookbooks. Except for, tools of a killer. Glove up. Who the fuck lived here, you guys? Prehistoric Among Us. It's Not My Shadow. Larking About. I don't have the house near Palm Springs based on the lake. Yeah, I was like, because I used to live in Tehachapi, and that's relatively close-ish to that area. Hi, Shmelio, by the way. How are you doing? But it looks like it ends up, not like at Sacramento, but near-ish to Sacramento. Can you turn the water? You can. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The fact that you have a fucking air fryer. You have a fucking air fryer. And then all these glove up serial killer art for dummies. 3D art for dummies. They're definitely driving the 5. I expect the mountain symbol is going to be Tahoe. No, it's too far in the center of the California. If you take a look, if you take a look where it wrote the M that looks like the mountains, that's south of Carson City, but that's on the border of Nevada. So you're not going close enough to the border for it to be Tahoe into Reno. It's in the center of the northern part of the United States, which is why I think it's close to Sacramento. Bitch! Turn my breaker off. Excuse me? Are you messing with light switches? You turn the light switches off? Hello? I'm not ready to go in there yet. Come on. Oh, this is confusing. Hang on. Hold on. Help. I don't know where the glove box is. South of Carson is Yosemite and Stanislaus. Well, yeah, but I mean, they're also still closer to the border. And that mountain is too far north to be Yosemite. So that mountain symbol was too far south to be Carson, and and Tahoe is farther north than Carson. Because my grandmother used to live in Carson. I made that drive constantly, especially at the end of her life. Ghost says you make an electric bill too high. Well, the ghost can shut up. Go back to that door. It may be right in that door to the right. Otherwise, I believe the other option. Yeah, I was going to be like right here. Oh, okay. It's closer to the door. Jen, thanks for lurk. Kiddo wants an ice cream family date. That sounds awesome. Please have the great time. Sac is way west of the location. Like I said, it's closer to Sacramento, and it's in the center of the state. Farther west is going to be San Francisco. Ghost is like, nah, we doing this now. You've pissed around enough. Time to get my scare on. Yeah, but I'm playing on Friendly Ghost, so it doesn't matter. I'm playing on Friendly Ghost, so I actually have time to actually just go through and play with everything. There it is. Okay. That was squeaky. There we go. Okay. I'm just comparing it to a map. Well, yeah, like I'm doing, there's only so close I can get and I cannot hold the map, but I can see where the borders are. I can see where the map borders are. I can see where Tahoe is. It's almost directly north of where that angle spot that's circled. I can see where Tahoe is, but I can't get any closer to it. But farther up that way, because Sacramento, I used to live in Lincoln, which was north, just a little bit north. That's what I was saying. The end point looks to be closer to Sacramento. That's what I was talking about. You keep arguing with me, but you're pointing at the wrong shit, Schmelio. I used to live there. No, literally, I lived in Lincoln, which is about half an hour north of Sacramento. It took me about 2 hours to get to Tahoe. I was still talking about the mountain spot. Yeah, no, I wasn't talking about Sacramento being at the mountain. I was just saying that that's too close, too far north to be Yosemite. So Stanislaus is probably more likely because Yosemite is definitely farther south than that. I can't point to that. Damn it. Okay. Here, let me see. Yosemite is more like right here. Oh, where my cursor is closer to there. So if it's up there, because Carson is closer to here, because this spot looks like Tahoe, which means this area is Reno, and that's Fallon, and there's Carson City ish. That's not far enough north to be Carson, but that area looks like Tahoe, Reno. This looks like Sacramento ish, and over here is the San Francisco Bay Area. Down here is LA. Down here is, yeah, based on the move to the right is taking the Oakdale 108. Yeah, see, so like we used to live in Tehachapi, which is here-ish. So I was like, that's closest. So closer to Palm Springs, that makes sense. This is San Diego area. This is the LA metro area. Here-ish is Yosemite. And so yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But I want to know what this is, like where here is, because that's too far east to be Fresno, Stockton, which is I think here, about here. But this feels very Sacramento-ish, or like Yuma City, kind of Woodland, you know? I'm in the center of all this drive. Yeah, I used to live down here. I'm in Minnesota now. So I'm like, but I can't, it's pissing me off that I can't pick up the map. But this map has something to do with the Easter egg that is available on the Willow House map. So I'm like, okay. Okay, you know what? I'll get to you in a minute. It's fine. But we got all the cat foods and we can play with that. Oh, you used to live in Mather? My brother was born there and they closed that down in what, 1990? Cass, I went to the doctor this morning. Ooh. My lungs got to 90% working. That's amazing. My kidneys are working only 36%. That's not good. My blood pressure is in the low 90s. It finally went up. That's good because that's a little too low. And I've lost weight. Yay, diabetes sucks. Yes. Bakersfield is the weird divot between Palm Springs and Stanislaus. Well, let's see. If this is the LA area, this right here would be about Bakersfield, and this would be Tehachapi, and then this would be Lancaster, Palmdale. Because I went to school. Oh, McClellan. They closed McClellan down? I didn't know they closed McClellan down. My dad, when we were stationed up there, and we were stationed at Mather, which closed down. My brother was born there in 87, and I know they closed it before 95. But my mom sometimes had to go to the doctor at McClellan, and my dad would sometimes go, like, just not on a regular basis, but he would have to go to McClellan for work sometimes. That was when he was, that was when he was doing more training. That was after OTS for him, and he was learning Navigator on the B-52. That was before we moved to Minot. So yeah, he started his trajectory on the Buff and then moved to the B-1. Yeah. Okay. Wow, I didn't know they closed McClellan. I don't know how I feel about that. Didn't see the vertical divot. The weird one north of that should be Bakersfield on the 5. Yeah, like that. Because I can't pick it up and look at it closer. It's bothering me. So it's like it's full rough estimations right now. Okay. But yeah, it says, I can't, Chirk? Sit Dirk? I don't know what it says, but it's Keurig-esque, but I think it's, I think it's at least, it's an espresso machine. It's at least an espresso machine. But they're real big on energy bars here. They're fucking everywhere. Okay, battery's dead. It's fine. Pictures! Look at the kitties! Hello, babies. You're so great. Can I pick you up? I can't pick you up. How can I save the kitties if I can't get the pictures? I'm just west of Bakersfield, so I at least know that minimal space of the map. Yeah, I lived in Tehachapi for 9 years. I moved there in 2016, and I moved up here to Minnesota last year. So, yeah, just shy of 9 full official years. And I went to school at CSUB. So here's the pantry. I do want a pantry like this. And, oh, that's this button, this light? No, it's not that light. It is, oh, I don't know how I feel about that. That's a weird setup for the lights. Okay, so I have a cousin who has lived in Tehachapi since like 2004. Honestly, my sympathies. It's not my favorite place for reasons. They literally got rid of all of the festivals and projects and events that made it actually cute to live there. Okay, water bottles. If anybody remembers what I said about punching bags, it's a total desert now. Yeah, it is. I mean, and it should be. It's supposed to be, but you know, when they closed things down during COVID, they just decided that it was cost prohibitive to do things like the Apple Festival and the Mountain Festival and the wine walks, where you got to get little samples of local wineries while you did shopping at local businesses and have little snacks and stuff, so you don't get to know the town anymore. They got rid of the trunk or treat because that just wasn't cost effective. And it was a drain on city resources. And I was like, okay, so because of the police presence. Because kids liked to, because like the fire department and the police department and the hall ambulance section that was there, because they privatized the ambulance shit, they would have little setups where they gave out candy. They'd take pictures with the kids who wanted to sit in the car or turn on the sirens or anything like that. No, that costs too much money. It's like, that's part of the reason we pay the taxes, is to enjoy living there. Yeah, it was a whole thing. Anyway. Oh, here's where the mirror is. Hello. They really have... Are these like mixed drinks? Or are they just all protein bars? I need to stop staring at this map. It's making me want to make a drive to Vegas. See, that was like living where I lived. It was actually pretty easy to drive to Vegas. I would get to the north side of Vegas from there in like 3.5 hours. It was pretty good. Book, glove up. It starts here. Okay. So there's an extra bathroom in the car bedroom, which isn't the car bedroom anymore because it's now a gym. That's really funny. You know what would be funnier is if I stood right here and turned it on and I got flung back. That would be so much better. That would be so much better. I understand that we can't do that. Surprise. I understand that we can't do that, but that's really fucking funny. I would laugh so hard if you were just standing there, you didn't realize where you were, and you're over here like with the spirit box or something, and all of a sudden the ghost turns it on and you go fucking flying. Dude, that would be so funny. That would be so funny. I would love that so much. Thank you for the follow. We do keep them anonymous around here. You're welcome to say hi or continue to lurk, whatever makes you feel most comfortable. I love the cat acrobatics, like the little stairs and the little platforms and the little beds. You get cozy. Hi, you're cute. I still kind of wish those squeaked. It's okay that they don't, Can we pick up the kettlebell? Okay. You know what I think is funny? We'll get to that in a second. You guys see, holding the 30-pound kettlebell like it's a baby. That's probably the only way I can hold a kettlebell. And then you see that my hand is holding the flashlight. Let's look down. There's at least one extra hand. You see my hand right there? You see my hand? What's holding the kettlebell, guys? Twitch clip that. 'Cause that is a good solid thunk too. That was a good solid thunk. Okay, let's turn the breaker back on. There we go. Your neck is shrunk like for real though. Let's for real. Okay, 25-pound dumbbell, and I still, am I just like holding it under my armpit? Like what the fuck is that? I mean, that's one way to get your workout on. I mean, is that like a core workout? I feel like that could be a core workout. But I do appreciate the multiple weight limits on these kettlebells. Kettlebells? Bells? Balls? Bells? I'm curious if you're playing with others, what they see. I think another night we'll definitely play with some friends and see, and just see what it's like. Bells. Thank you. Thank you. Kettlebells. Thank you. I would use these itty bitty bibbies because I'm not a strong person. I'm sorry. Ah, I can pick up the yoga ball. Yoga ball. Okay, there's that. I wonder if there's a way to actually turn that on. Yoga mat. Oh! For a second, I thought I was on top of the ball. I can go inside the ball. I can go inside the ball. Twitch clip that. That's probably not intended, but you can still pick it up from being inside the ball. That's okay. It's probably a good thing I can't sit and lay down because I would get myself stuck underneath this bar. I'm that good at this, you guys. This looks like a rowing machine? Is this a rowing machine? Is this a rowing machine? It looks like it might be a rowing machine. Okay. Because that's a very narrow handle. That is a very narrow handle. Bitch! I wonder if it's a Hantu. Just out of curiosity. A Hantu or a mare? Kind of makes me wonder. Like it's great that there's a shower in here, but you know what else there needs to be? It's a loofah to scritchy scratch clean yourself, but a fucking mirror and a sink. Perhaps a toilet? That'd be nice. Like, make it an actual bathroom. They would call this a half bath or a 3/4 bath, but it's missing way too much shit. Way too much shit. We'll turn you off. I just love this house already. Oh my gosh. Okay. Books? Book. I can't open the books. I can't open the books. The Butcher, Tools of a Killer, Larking About, Full Steam Ahead. It's Not My Shadow. Okay, it does. Prehistoric Among Us. Art, 3D art for dummies. Magus. Storm Chasers. In the Aftermath. So, like, some of these names. Okay. Oh, look, here's another bathroom. Ew, I don't like that. Everybody's gonna turn the game. Everybody's gonna turn the light off when you're pooping. You guys? This needs to be an electric toothbrush. Why can't I turn it on? Pain meds. I can't open. Meh. I can't open the trash. I can't open the toilet. Okay. Oh, I'm up again. I missed the tour. Start over. I'm not starting over, Matt. I'm not starting over, Matt. But hang on. But hang on. Because why can't I open the toilet? Why can't I lift the lid? I can do that on the Tanglewood map. Why can't I do it here? Why can't I? I don't think that it's a good idea for me to be crashing out over this, honestly. I don't think that's a good idea. However, why is the mirror over here? I feel like this should be a mirror, but it's not. As you just watched it get more opaque as we were looking at it. If that's not a clear indication that this place is haunted, I don't know what is. Or it's just a realm. It's just like it's a doorway to another dimension. No pooping in this house. Like, for real though. I can't, it's not interactable. I can flush the toilet, which is great, but why can't I open it? Also, we haven't seen any other cursed objects. So we've only seen the music box. You only seen the music box and the summoning circle. Did I miss something in here? Did I miss something in here? Like, let's look again, just in case. Oh, it's the haunted mirror in here. It's the haunted mirror in here. Okay. Yes, thank you, Kat. Yes. We did the mirror. We did the mirror, okay? In the bathroom, in here. I like this tub. This is like a good soaking tub, especially for the chubby girls like me. But I want one of those little tray thingies. And also, can you not take a shower? I don't appreciate this being the only way I can get clean, because it feels like I'm sitting in my own filth. I will only take bath. I don't want dirty human soup. Okay? I mean, does that make sense? I will get clean and then I will take a nice relaxing bath. There's a shower in the gym. I know, but like, this needs, since this is the one that has the toilet and the sink, it needs the two. Ah! I'm fine. There's clearly zero indication that I have ever taken classes to learn how to design houses and have exercise and functionality. Not at all. The fact that the light switch for this room is outside it, that is not the only time I've ever seen a bathroom with the light outside it. But the sheer amount of times that someone would fucking troll anybody in that bathroom, everybody in that bathroom, especially if you had kids, dude, me flavored water. Like, that's, I mean, I'm just saying. I do appreciate that they've got more than one litter box though, because those can get stinky real bad. Wait, no, damn it. I ain't going out there. Okay. No. We're good. Ooh, hello? It's an art room. And someone is massively fucked up and dark. I love it. Let's go. Oh. See, that's what people see when they're about to rip your face off. That's what that is. But look at all the kitties. Look at this baby. Oh my shit. This is amazing. Look at all them. Look at them. And look at this baby. He clearly does not have the communal brain cell today. Twitch, clip that. Oh my god. And look at these babies just snuggling. Hey, Metal. Hi. How are you doing? Are you doing okay? You're having a good day? Hi. Happy Tuesday. Who's bleeding out their eyeballs? Are these bullet holes? Like, what? I have questions. Painting the sea. There are no sea paintings in this entire art studio. Look, more titties. We're fine. We're taking the titties. We're taking the titties to the van. It's a friendly ghost, Rich. It's friendly ghost. I don't care. I don't care. We're saving the titties. Painting on a hardwood floor? Put down a tarp or something. Like, for real. Like, for real. Okay. 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 It's Tuesday, isn't it? Hi, Saban. It is. Oh, here's the monkey paw. Okay, the monkey paw is in the art room. This is a wild shaped head, honestly. This is very aliens. You know what I mean? And look, it's the hand bone. It's not gonna do a damn thing for us. Oh, is where they make their own canvases. That landed in an unfortunate manner, but it's okay. It's okay. We're fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Painting wildlife. This counts. This fucking counts. Look at these babies. Metal, how are you? Do you like cats? Look at these babies. They're so cute. They're so cute. Like this one, he don't have a brain cell today. This one does though. And we got the monkey paw. Ooh, I want this painting. I have no idea what it is. It looks like something's kind of screaming, like, you know, an eggplant or something. I'll put it up in my house. I put this one up in my house too, but not where I sleep, because if I woke up to that, I would lose my ever-loving shit. I'm good, girl. How you doing? I love all the kitties. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I yapped at everybody for 2 hours because we were going over the patch notes. But now we're taking a tour. We're taking a tour. Somebody had bad dreams here, man. Somebody had bad dreams. I can't open this and look and see what people are writing. That makes me upset. Oh. I love that, the house tour. Yeah, so we went, hi Wash. Hi Wash, how you doing? So I put everything on Friendly Ghost. And I have us speedy, fast, and I put very high hiding to see where the potential hiding spots are on the map. And all of the cursed objects are on this map, so I can see where they are to, you know, familiarize myself. And I don't have anybody saying, one can get too familiar with vegetables, you know? And if you know that reference too, then I appreciate you on a visceral level. Let's turn the computer off. There we go. I wouldn't say I had a bad dream, but mine was wild. Oh, really? Oh. I'm sorry, Rush. Look at that. A storm finally went through. You survive? Did you survive? This one isn't actually a titties statue, but it's close enough. It's a Madonna titties, so it's fine. Not in a bad way. It was very vivid and sci-fi. Oh, okay. Ratatouille, I love that movie. Yes. Why do they call it that? Hey, Payrosel, how are you? Why do they call it that? What? Ratatouille. It's like a soup, right? Why do they call it that? Food should be named things that are delicious. And ratatouille sounds like rat and patootie, which does not sound delicious. My poor tomato and cucumber garden is flooded. Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's awful. Look, makeup. We could okay, where there's no outlet for the flat iron or the hair dryer. I can't open this. Oh, there's a hiding spot. Oh, hello? It's flamingers. If that's a portable hairdryer. You nailed that line? Thanks. I have a question. Do you prefer mommy Cass or Cass? Sorry, I always hear people calling you mommy. That's a very valid question, Pay. I go by Cass. Because, you know, name is Cass Dreams. That is part of my government name. My full name is Cassandra, and I go by Cass for short. I don't particularly like Cassie. Like, I like it objectively as a name. I think it's cute and quirky, but I preferred to stop going by Cassie when I was 15. And I'm 47 now. My parents still, my mother especially, still just doesn't give a fuck. But she'll remember and respect my trans sister's name. So go figure. But yeah, usually just Cass. People will joke, especially around here, because we do have a very sex forward, unhinged sense of humor around this chat. Typically, the normal degenerates that egg it on are AFK, so it is definitely a little bit more muted here, but like the mommy thing does come out occasionally. But yeah, you can call me Cass Pay. It's totally fine. Totally good. If you don't need a plug to plug it in, I'll buy it. Like, I mean, if it requires batteries and stuff, that's fine, but like there's no rechargeable batteries. I said New Willow was like a mullet, business in the front, party in the back. Like, for real. Cassie's more teen nickname and Cass is a more mature nickname. Yeah, like, I went by Cassie when I was a kid. But when I was 15 and we were moving from one place to another, I was like, you know what, you guys, I think I'd rather just start going by Cassandra. And like, I didn't have anybody shorten it like at all for the longest time until I was much older. And I was like, Cass is good. Cass is fine. Chat be feral. I mean, a lot of times it is. Give me a few minutes. My brain's trying to figure out what decade it is. This was a nap and a half. That does sound like a good nap. If you're not sure what decade you're in anymore, that's primo. They're powered by the souls of dead people. Just as long as it's not the kitties, okay? And also, how fucking small I need to put down the mouse. Because what the shit is this? This isn't even a highlighter brush. This isn't even this is the wrong shape for like eyeshadow, cuz what the shit is this? That's not even a highlighter brush. I'm upset at that one. This one, on the other hand, this is a pencil, so that's okay. But like ain't no Morphe brushes here apparently. But if you're in this place, you are still like, come on. There's no kabuki brush for foundation. There's no powder brush. There's no blush brush. There's no fluffy brushes for the base for your eyeshadow. And look at all these eyeshadows. And this is clearly a poorly done contour kit. This is why they needed to add, I mean, if they wanted a man and a woman to live in this house, because I don't know many men of any orientation that would wear a hat that looks like this. I'm just saying. So why are there not more women things in this place? Like, look at this. This is clearly a women's room or someone who identifies as a woman. This is a feminine room and they fucked up the makeup brushes. Twitch clip that. But here's the voodoo doll. Right on top of the kitty's bed. That's rude. Kitties are alive. They inherit the earth. Okay, good. I don't like my name because it was supposed to be Rose Isabel, but my dad wanted to name me after his football crush, Peyton Manning. But my mom made him change the E for an A for a slightly more feminine name. Okay, yeah. I have met several people's named Peyton. So yeah, I get what you mean. Okay, so the voodoo doll's here. I feel like it's a bit of a cruel irony that it's on top of the kitty bed. There's so much kitty in this house for there to not be a woman. Okay, listen, that's not quite what I meant, but like also, yes. The Shape of Us, Almost by Gemma Lynn. I can't do anything with the I can't do anything with that either. It's the cat's voodoo doll because cats use it on its owners. But then also, look, you guys, there's a pool and a flamingo. And I can't go out there and I'm upset. But it's also pretty fair that I can't. It's fine. There's also like 4 tablets also here. Sorry, I meant kitty. Like, I know what you meant. You did not have to explain that to me, Matt. I understand. I was supposed to be a girl. My mother was going to name me Hannah Melissa, but I just didn't cooperate and came out with a little dangly. Apparently, my mother wanted to name me Sarah, and my dad came out with Cassandra because his mom's name was Sandra. At the time, she legally changed it when I was 7 to Alexandra, so she could go by Alex instead of Sandy. And I didn't want to be Sandy either, so I would go by Cassie, apparently. My left half of the brain was explaining it to the right. I, too, would have been a Sarah if I were a woman. Yeah, That's the story that I've been told. Is my dad did it when my mom was sleeping. But I'm assuming that there was some sort of consensus beforehand, like there was with literally every other child. The funny thing is I have a half older brother and his name is my dad's grandpa's name and his middle name is my dad's name. He should have been Peyton. That's right. Okay, so here's a hiding spot too. Oh my fucking God. The cat meowed at me. Where's the fucking cat? Why? Ah! Are you in the safe? You guys, where's the cat? Where's the cat? Where's the cat, you guys? You guys, where's the cat? Cat, I can't open the hamper. I can't open the safe. Okay. I both love you and I'm so fucking scared. I can't. That's the rumor kitty in the safe. Fuck, man. Okay. Somebody clip that, please. That was terrifying. It was absolutely terrifying. Dude, if it does another black cat kind of shit, I'm gonna be very upset. Okay, so the monkey paw is in here. The mirror is in the home gym. The voodoo doll is in the master bedroom. The summoning circle is no longer in the basement. We have our laser pointer toy. The music box is in the front room. The mirror is over here. So that just leaves the Ouija board, right? Oh, okay. So at least we know that the ghost is down here because... Turn off, please. Hey, you know what? Fuck you. Will you stop that? You're weirding me out with the door. Okay, first of all, it's gonna be a Ure. But like, wait. Where'd it go? It fell. Why can't it turn it off? Why can't I turn it off? I can't. I have to pick that shit up to turn it off? Somebody clip that too. Here's the Ouija board. Ghost Hunting Distribution Incorporated. Mystifying Oracle Ouija board. I don't know why I had that accent, but it... Are you in here? You are in here. Oh. Okay. Why can't I turn on the washer and dryer this time? Why can't I turn on the washer and dryer this time? You could do it on Tanglewood. Why can't you do it here? Why is there more cat litter down here while it's also upstairs in the pantry? This is a rework, not a new map. Which one did they rework? They reworked Willow. Are you fucking serious? If that wasn't consent by the ghost, I don't know what is. Like, listen, I understand you're talking about drilling. But we're not doing it. I'm so happy they fixed Ure. For real. My Goryo zero evidence games are 3 minutes and my Uri games have been 30 minutes long. Now, how are your Goryo games with zero evidence 3 minutes long when it's not going to do shit? It is normal speed, normal size, normal hunt, normal interaction. They're like, does it even have an ability? It doesn't change its room. Its roaming is significant. From what I've ever dealt with, is less than other ghosts. Sounds like a normal night with a man. What, that they want me to be drilled? Not really, but okay. Chest freezer, and I still can't open it! I just want to open all the things, you guys. I just want to open all the things. Motion sensors key with Goryo. They're my ghost. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. And okay, here's a spot to hide that is probably a real sketchy spot, to be honest. But we found where the Ouija board is. I'm pissed that I cannot interact with this chest freezer. Oh, it open. Okay. 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 Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Game room? Hello? I still can't touch the fucking books, you guys. I still can't touch the books. Oh, look, there's another laser toy. Pew. And look, they're all getting drinks. What is this called? Odyssey? Get obsessed. Mr. Sprinkle? Cherry. Really? Mr. Sprinkle? Mr. Sprinkle. Goryo can only roam 3 meters from the favorite room, so it never hits a sensor over 3. Then you have a yo-yo. Oh, interesting. Hi, Drew. Do you want Goth Crown or Ice Crown? I have a question. Do you know what Digimon are? Digital monsters. Like, that's the extent of my familiarity. But I never actually played them. But I remember they came out at least around the area that I was at after Pokemon did. Goth seems like the vibe. You got it. You got it. I goth crown. We got an ad break starting in a minute. Got an ad break starting in a minute. I get my timer, if I can get the timers on. Okay. Thank you. How you doing today, Drew? How are you? Mr. Sprinkle's the nickname my grandma has for my brother, and you know what? I probably know why. Like, that's the sort of nickname somebody gets when they struggle with certain aspects of potty training and aiming. Look at the name of the whiskey in the bar over there. I giggle snorted when I read it. I will. We're gonna play some words because we have ads. I don't want to do too much when not everybody can see it. But yeah. Oh, come on. Admire should be a word. Ermin. Well, fine. Nah. Cleaning and packing back at the family's house. There's still so much to do. Oh. Yeah, but at least you have somewhere to move it. And that's awesome. I love it. Yes, ermine are technically considered varmints. Oh. No, that's not gonna work. I'm by the ghost. It's just doing all the things, and it's kind of freaking me out a little bit now. There's oh, okay. Oh, wrong mirror. Good job. Good job. I was gonna do mirror as in mirror cat, and that was silly. Hello, can you check your discords for DMs? Yes, yes. I will check your I will check them. I will check them right now. Right now. Oh, thank you. That's good information to have. Okay. Thank you. Oh, come on. I didn't even see you. That's fine. It's fine. We're fine. happens to get... If anybody happens to get a friend request during my stream on Discord, if you're part of my Discord server, please let me know. Please let me know if somebody who may or may not be at a positive spot in that situation. Hi Glitch. Why is men's not a word? Oh wait, just kidding. Yeah, but men's is still a word. I did that with Goose once. I did that with, yeah, okay, that's fair. So yeah, anybody, if you are a part of my Discord, if you, anytime in the next couple hours or something, if you're getting a friend request from somebody you don't know, please let me know. You can DM me on Discord and let me know so that I know how to behave for a thing with the stuff. You're a teacher, do better. Listen, it's still a word. And I know way too many teachers who can't spell. Okay? It's the literature major in me. It didn't take semen? That's disrespectful. He sprinkled everyone when my dad tried changing his diaper for the first time? Yep, that sounds right. That sounds right. Since I am the Goryo expert, do you know why Goryo can't change their favorite room? When I figured it out, I was mad I didn't realize it sooner. Well, we call it a glory hole. So, like it's stuck until it... But actually, I don't remember the lore behind why a Goryo is technically not allowed to change its room. Let's turn that back on. There we go. Okay. So now that I know that the light's coming back on, definitely means that I wasn't necessarily having too many lights on. So that's good. There's a lot of bottles around here. It's a Pilsner, I can tell that. Well, no, men's, I mean, without the apostrophe, it can be plural, like possessive. With, you don't necessarily, really? Oh, hi, Granny. So we're out of sanity, which means even a friendly ghost is going to event a lot. I know I'm like hypersexual, but did you say glory hole or Goryo? Both. In fact, actually, I will show you why we call it that. I'm in uni and I can't spell for shit unless I have autocorrect on. Like a lot of people, and some people, like their ability to spell is either related to a learning disorder, so it's like whatever, or it's not an integral part of what they're listening, what they're studying. So just using autocorrect works just fine. I'll be right back. I will show you this.
Surprise.
I found it. Okay. I struggle to spell because I try to make words sound phonetically, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like if you learned the word by listening to it and you don't know how to spell it, that's fine. It took me a while to get that through my head because I would get very pedantic about how people couldn't spell. Now, if someone's going to give me shit about spelling or my grammar while they're using incorrect spelling or grammar, then I will get hard up on their ass. Be cool. Okay, let me put my earbuds back in. Oh, thank you for the follow. We do keep them anonymous around here. You can say hi or you can keep lurking. Whatever you want to do. It's totally fine. Okay, favorite room changes are determined based on long roams. Goryo can only short room, so they're incapable of changing their room. Ooh, that's fun. That's why Banshee couldn't change their room for ages. Their ability to stalk the player overrides their capacity to long roam. Interesting. I run away to bed. Good night, my love. Good night, Cumber. I love you, my wife. You beautiful human. You have a great sleeps. Bitch, I'm not talking to you right now. Okay. Book series Aragon. I read it in my head as E-Ragon. There's... Granny disrespected my personal bubble, you guys. Granny disrespected my personal bubble. Okay, so here's... That sounds like generational trauma. I know too much about this poor game. Hey, no, you know what? You're having fun with it, so why not? Okay, so it's closed this door several times. We also have hello, which of course it's not going to work because the ghost broke the lights. So that is upsetting. But galactic tear zone? Oh, I can't throw it on. I can't throw it on to... I love how you checked for loose change. No, to see if there was another way to turn it on. Do you guys see this? Do you guys see where this... Also, tarot cards! Tarot cards are downstairs. So we see the Leaning Tower of Bottles. Twitch clipped that. Because that defies physics. Bitch, I'm telling you what. Okay, so in some communities, right? People have nicknames for ghosts, or they call certain members of their community ghost names in like Discords and stuff. Like in Cooper's Charms chat, all of the mods have chosen their favorite ghost because of certain characteristics. Excuse me. Like, I Just Want to Fly, also known as Dave. He is the Raiju, because he loves electronics. Twyla Verge is the Diogen. Sabina is the Moroi. I am the Fae. And one of our friends, he doesn't really come around Twitch so much anymore, but he's a NASA engineer, and I'm busy, and I know you're not an Oni. You broke this one too? I couldn't even turn this light on, and you broke this one too. Fuck off. That was funny. That was funny. He is a NASA engineer. He wrote a book. I have the book. Still haven't had a chance to read the book, but it's spooky horror-ish kind of adjacent. It's called The Vista. He's also written a screenplay that has been turned into a movie. So he's done a lot of stuff. His name is Johnny One Up, and he was the Goryo. Because he would, I don't know if he like just joked that he never left his room or anything, but for some reason he started calling it he was just like, if you're stuck in the room, you need a glory hole to get out or something. I don't know. So Shanna started to call this ghost a glory hole, and she made merch of the Goryo. So it's got I'm the ghost that steals the snack you were saving all day. So it shows, you see dots, EMF, and fingerprints. So it shows its evidence. You see how it looks sad, but you see the hole right there. Goryo, glory hole. And then right back there it says the number to call. Booty call. So yes, typically I do call this ghost a glory hole. Now, I have another friend, whenever she sees the Goryo, she calls it a gory no. Okay, are you having issues with this door, ma'am? I need a clip of that too. Because that was a very frustrated ghost that was struggling with the door. But also, this is hilarious. Oh, look. Okay, so... Oh, different... I can't throw it. Oh, yeah, I can. Okay. Let's see. Okay. You have to hit G as if you're dropping it in order to throw. And that's, I find this amusing. Okay, so I'm just a baby. Let's see. Nope, that's too high. I started calling them yo-yos because they go back to their room. And I'm their chosen one. I've had 8 in a row before. 8? 8? I've never had more than 2 before. There. Well, that's relatively respectable. Okay, so you can play darts, and there's more darts here. And there's Hawk. And that looks like Jack Daniels. Hold on. Zeka. I can't see the names of these things because I'm blind. I can't open the fridge. That's sad. I can pick up the coffee, though. I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay, there's something else that I was supposed to look at. Somebody told me there was something I need to look at. Never back down, never surrender. There was something you told me to look at over here. Healy, you stop. You have to pick them up to read them, but they go sideways. See, they go sideways. It just says demon, but I don't know if it's whole demon. That says Stella Hawk. That says... I don't know what it says. Sorry. Original Six Finger. Oh my gosh, they're named after ghosts. Well, some of them are. See, this one I just don't see what it says. That's so sad. Somebody was talking about... Wait, here, let me scroll. Let me scroll. It was just a cleaning and packing the house. Look at the name of the whiskey in the bar. Oh, okay. The whiskey in the bar. Yeah. The original Six Finger single malt Scotch whiskey. Heritage is distilled at a single distillery in Kelso, Scotland, located near Hadrian's Wall. I want to see that one day. The original taste of Six Finger whiskey hails from local malted barley, matured in oak casks, distilled, blended, and bottled in Scotland. Okay, but how old? What's the year? How many years did you cure it? Okay, so I think we've done okay. I think we've been doing okay here. Should we actually go see it? Try to get strike fast, strike hard. Just not in the dating world, okay? That's important that you guys know that. Is this the other? Yeah, it's the other one. Okay, I'm fine. That was louder than it should have been. You can do that. Thank you so much. Okay, I need to go right back down. There we go. The whiskey bottle's the funny one. The Six Finger is the one I wanted you to see. Yeah, Obake now have their own. Obake now have their own. So that was fun. I'm also thirsty. Hold on. Are you fucking serious? I almost... My drink almost came through my nose, you guys. My drink almost came through my fucking nose. That was awful. Can I ask you to Google a Digimon I just got? Its name is Beelzemon. Sounds like it's named after one of the names of the devil. It really wants to turn off this breaker, but I'm not gonna actually Google anything like that right now. It's not related to the game that I'm playing on stream. So yeah, definitely no more sanity. We've saved all the titties, which is great. Should we at least figure out? No, like I was drinking and it tried to scare me because it's It's downstairs, okay? So let's just, since it's closed the door several times, I feel like it's a Ure. So let's see. I'm so glad this is so much bigger. It makes it so much easier to see. Let's see what we need. Orbs, freezing, and dots. So let's go bring that stuff downstairs. We're gonna, hang on. We're gonna put you back and we're gonna throw you down because I don't need you. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. And we're gonna do this. God, that's so much better. Fuck. It's a coyote. It's coming downstairs now? Very kinky. No, it came upstairs from downstairs. That was weird. Okay. But, I mean, even though this is still technically a custom... Yep, there's orbs. Okay, how come you could turn it on, but I couldn't earlier? That was just disrespectful. Okay, so we definitely do have orbs. That's true. No. There we go. It had change. And let's check. Oh. It doesn't look like we have freezing, but we have orbs. Wow. Can we put this on the ceiling? Okay, we can. Let's see what we can do here. I think the breaker was off. No, not that time because I still had lights on. Okay, there's that. Okay, so we have orbs for sure, but we don't have freezing. And by now, we should absolutely have freezing. We should absolutely have freezing by now. Where's the light? Thank you. So we're just gonna... Just in case, because, like, if it's not the Ure, that's just really disrespectful. Let's go ahead and, like, throw some other shit down here. Just in case, apparently. Just in case. Just in case. Okay, we put that back there. We'll put that back there. Yep, it's definitely very orby. Oh, but the custom that I have, and I didn't start mentioning, I love how you're suddenly interested in the ghost. It's just at least still part of the ghost. It's still part of it. He's a sexy man wearing leather. It evolved from a little imp. And Digimon's making me confused about everything. That's funny. Like 9 hours exploring the house, and then boom, there's a ghost. Basically, yeah, it started doing stuff there, and then all of a sudden it just was eventing the fuck out of everywhere. So, but yeah, I just want to see, you know, I just want to see, because it's already not looking like a Ure, but it was closing the doors several times. In the EH anime, he drives a motorcycle. Yeah, I was trying, I don't know anything about Digimon. I know that it's like, the theme song is like, Digimon, digital monsters, and that's really about it. EH is a typo. Oh, okay. You touching doors and shit? I'm gonna keep you both open. You're open. Let's throw you down. Throw you there. What? In the anime, in the Digimon anime? Like Beelzemon? Is that what you said that his name was? Because of the high ceilings, dots here is better placed lower down. I mean, it looks good to me over here. It has the same reach that I'm used to. I mean, if I really wanted like full dots, I'd probably put another one right here. But I know you're not an Oni! What are you touching? What are you touching? What are you touching? It's fine. Somehow it makes perfect sense. It does. Let's see. I don't need that. I'm a little curious about that. We'll do that. Because what else are we going to put in there? That's about it. Yeah. Yes, I hear you. I hear you. That's a very loud air conditioner. loud air conditioner. Okay, we're gonna put you here. And we're gonna put you here. And we're gonna put you here. There. Ah, bitch. That was mean. Just do something. Dude, I don't like that it did that. Oh wait, there's salt, there's salt. Do we have feet? Do we have feet? We have feet, you guys. And it's not, ooh, Banshee, Hantu, Obake. No, I thought it might have been a Hantu, didn't I? But I don't think it is. Because I'm not getting fucking freezing. I'm not getting freezing. So it can't be a Hantu. Dude, if it's a freaking Cormos, I'm gonna have some very serious issues. Maybe it's an Obake. Maybe we can salvage this. Maybe it's still an Obake. We were supposed to sell my feet pics, bought this not this ghost. I am very curious to know what else there is. Oh, I should get a, there it is. It is an Obake. Okay. All right, cool. Okay, bye. That's what we have. I'm not gonna get any credit for it or anything. I'm just very curious. I was feeling it, that's why I mentioned the whiskey name. Yeah, like, I was curious about Hantu simply because it was like, but what if, because they keep turning off the breaker over and over and over. But then it was shutting the door. It did that 2 separate times. So how do I feel about them saying that they fixed it so that non-Urays can't use the Uray ability? I feel like this. Ugh. That's how I feel about it. That is how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it. And of course it was an Obake. But we have like no rewards, so it's not, we're not gonna do anything. It's gonna be fine. So Mimic? Yeah. Yeah. All right, go us. We did that. And I'm taking a look at the time, and I know that this was really definitely just a yapping stream. But like, we also are going to be watching Lucifer tonight, and I do need to eat. And I don't like eating on stream because then I'm not chatting or gaming. And I feel like that's kind of an important thing to do on streams. Since this is typically one of my nights off, this is typically a night off for me. And I do want to make sure I have a little bit of time before I go in and start Lucifer. If you want to be a part of the Discord and watch Lucifer with me on Tuesday nights, we usually go through 3 or 4 episodes. And on Wednesday nights, we do movie night. Tomorrow, we're going to be watching The Dark Crystal. They start, okay, it's currently 8:20 p.m. here where I am. And 8:30 to 8:45 is typically when I start those things. So we're going to give ourselves, a little bit of time so we can stand up, stretch, get snacks, get drinks. So if anybody wants to join, either because you, like me, have not watched this series, or you want to watch it again, and this is a good, easy, cheap way to do it because it's free, then you are absolutely welcome to join. If you decide to join my Discord just to friend request a bunch of people that you don't know, don't. Just don't. But yeah, I'll be starting that in a little bit. We're going to raid out to a friend. Okay, she's raiding out to another Kinetic Games partner, which I expected, who is also one of my best friends. So, for anybody who still needs to get the animated badge, if you have not lurked on anybody yet who is an official content creator for Phasmophobia, we're just gonna essentially treat it like a double raid because I know exactly who's gonna be going to raid this person. Please keep in mind that the Kinetic Games partners are having a lot more traffic right now, okay? So my bestie Cooper just got rated by Don't Fight Ducks. She's got 1,500 viewers. And then she just got rated by JoJo, who had over 2,000 people with her. Okay, so if your message gets missed, if you say hello and she doesn't say hi back, please don't give her shit for that, because she's got her chat's going so fucking fast right now. And she has a great team of mods, but if you start spamming, you will get dropped, and justifiably so. So if you have a subscription to the channel, please copy paste this first raid message. If not, the static one is going to work for you. Copy paste the one that's going to work best for you. We're going to raid Cooper's Charms so that if you are typically only on Twitch in the evenings and you haven't been lurking on a Kinetic Games partner, you can get your animated Cool Cat badge that I will display tomorrow, because I didn't want to do that just yet tonight. But thank you so much for being here. Thanks, Kat. I will look at playing tomorrow and actually playing on the map with a ghost that will hunt me and things like that. So I will do it tomorrow, even though that's another typical day off for me before we do movie night. And then we're wait, where did I miss? What I missed? It was enjoy your night. So good to see you. It's so good to see you too, Tegan. So yeah, I'll get a snack. If you guys want to watch the movie tonight, the show tonight, that's great. Thanks for existing. You're so sweet, Matt. Thank you for stream. Thank you for being here, you guys. I really appreciate you hanging out with me, because that was a lot of talking and you just let me at it, and you're amazing. So Cooper is one of my best friends, both on stream and off. She's a great human being. She's incredibly entertaining. She is going through everything right now. She just started 20 minutes ago. So you've got plenty of time if you don't have the animated badge to get it with her. If you're missing a little extra time for the static, you can still get it with her. So we're not trying to do a bunch of crazy wild stuff tonight, but I will be back tomorrow to do some actual gameplay, and then on Thursday, I'm going to try to do starting at brunch and going all the way down while we work on side quests and control, so that we can actually get the multi-flinging ability, so that we have a better chance of taking down that final boss in its shielded section, okay? I love you, bye!